Hello, listeners and readers of AwardsWatch.com. This is AwardsWatch Podcast, episode 346. I'm your executive editor, Ryan McQuade, and joining me today is our editor-in-chief, Erik Anderson.
A life without decency is unbearable, Ryan.
Mark Johnson.
Hello, everyone.
Josh Parham.
How can you not be romantic about Oscar retrospectives?
There you go, Josh. And Dan Bayer.
Ryan, can you please take a step back from the microphone? You're extremely loud and incredibly close.
Oh, boy. Well, with that reference,
quote ready.
I got to tell you, I got a text from Jay Ledbetter, who was going to be here. And Jay, we love you in spirit. And he watched that movie and he said, we really allowed that to happen. Like that in that movie. We really thought we were cooking there. We're talking about the 2011 Oscars for an Oscar retrospective. I'm so happy to be back. You know, we're not talking about Cannes anymore. We'll talk about those films throughout the rest of the year. It's a fun time. We're not talking about 20-year-olds breaking the box office. We're talking about retrospectives here this week. And I'm so excited to break down one of the more confusing Oscars but good years of films. I think the film year is really good. Erik, would you say 2011's a good year for film, but a mediocre film year for the Oscars?
Well, I think every year is a good year for film. There's no such thing as a bad one.
You're one of those people. Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
You're
but
like,
yes, when you look at the Oscar lineup, and this is also when they were still kind of in the infancy stage of the Best Picture expansion,
sliding scale,
which was really
First
stupid.
Yeah.
You have a lineup that is like some bangers and then some things that are really not, but it did give us one of the all-time best nomination announcements with Jennifer Lawrence and Tom Sherrock. Absolute douchebag. He's dead. It's okay. He won't know. So that's that.
What's that? He's from the grave?
Yeah, and he's rolling his eyes at Terrence Malick.
Oh my God. Yeah, for real. Mark, 2011, where were you at, buddy?
Where was I at? I think that was actually my first year with Award Circuit.
Okay.
And I'm a big fan of 2011. I think there's a lot of really great films, and I think a lot of them didn't make the cut at Oscar. So I'm excited to see what we switched, and I hope there's a lot of switching.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of switching today because I'm just going to put it out there. We have a very mid film that won Best Picture this year in The Artist. Truly one of the most like, what are we doing here? Like that had to, in time, you look back on these things, 15 years, and you look at your God, that's such a boring pick. Dan, what do you think of The Artist?
I love The Artist.
God damn it. All right, we got to wrap this thing up.
I loved it at the time, but I will say that I remember the time when like the Oscars rolled around for 2011, and I'm going like, my two favorites of the year were The Artist and The Tree of Life. And neither of those feel like their best picture of this year. Like it didn't feel like those were the movies that defined the year either for audiences or critics. It didn't feel like they were particularly like representative of what like we as not just like audiences but also as cinephiles really loved the most about this year. And I remember looking at this slate of Best Picture nominees and going like, I don't think any of these should win. Like, even though I know what I would vote for.
Yeah.
But thinking about like looking at the previous Best Picture winners that we have had, I've been like, none of these feel like they have the kind of zeitgeisty drive that most Best Picture winners have. And like, I love The Artist. I love that it won. But like in the history of Best Picture winners, it's very, very strange. Like this French curio recreating silent cinema for sound age. It very entertaining. I love that movie. It makes me feel very nostalgic and warm about movies and how much I love them. But like Best Picture? Really?
Yeah. It's one of those where you're just like you're saying, Dan, like on the board, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And Josh, this is such a big year for for big budget films and comedies, and there's a lot of populist films that, to Dan's point, just didn't even. I mean, they registered some, but not enough to represent what was going on in 2011, and you get this lineup, and it's such a up and down lineup, I guess you could say, Josh. It's not like the strongest. And I think that kind of reflects them with some acting nominations too. It's a weird influx, like, because Erik's talking about, like, we're at this time where we're moving from the regular 10 to a sliding scale. What is the makeup of the Academy as they start evolving over the next 15 years and changing? And so when you're looking back on this, Josh, like, it's a pretty weird year, right?
Yeah, the lineup to me actually kind of feels like almost something from the 90s in
Yeah.
terms of what we're seeing here. That it kind of feels like prestige stuff that is not. It's sort of weird because, like, it's weird to say like the artist is a boring winner, but it's still like a French movie that is basically trying to be a silent film. Like, that's on the surface, it's actually sounding very experimental, but the way that it was presented felt like it was the typical kind of Weinstein down the middle pick. And I feel like that is the reputation of a lot of movies in this lineup. And with that, yeah, it's a little uninspired to me. I don't think a lot of these movies are bad, but there are certainly so many other things that came out this year that I think are far more interesting. And whatever did get nominated that was interesting was more so because they were trying to like fill a spot. It feels like it accidentally got in there, but yeah, it's not my favorite Oscar year, despite there being obviously, yes, a ton of great movies that came out in 2011.
Yeah, I mean, like, the year before, we had this great battle between The King's Speech and The Social Network. And whether whether you like The King's Speech and that win, or, Social Network, or whatever the case may be, to your point, Dan, like, there's a movie 15 years later that when we examined that lineup last year, that represents the time. That represents what even audiences at the time were really looking to. And I don't think The Artist is that at all. It feels very much a movie like if I could have AI generated a movie to win Oscars. Like, like it feels like, a French production about the silent era of cinema. Kind of put it all together. It makes you feel good, like, and it just kind of passes through, and it just doesn't age well. It didn't. I was never a big fan of it when it came out. I kind of just was like, oh, like, this is the thing that's going to win everything. And then it won everything. And I was like, okay, fine. And it kind of just, from moving on, I kind of was like, okay, let's just move on from this year, because a lot of the exciting fun films that I was seeing, and everybody I know was seeing, they weren't represented here. Now, there are some of my favorite films of the year that get one or two little mentions.
But it's like one or two.
But it's like one or two. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you got a little bit of something, but you're not getting in the whole thing here. And so it was kind of like the last ride of the old Academy, those old, before we saw the change in the next decade. So it felt like this and The King's Speech was like, and then of course, like, later in the decade, Green Book, that you get, where it's just like they're going to make their voices heard somehow. And this was one of those last times. Erik, you were going to say something?
Yeah, the funny thing about this year for me is that even though The Artist was a big can hit, and that's kind of where it started its run,
Where we're at now,
you literally had Hugo right there as well.
Yeah.
Also with a much more magical, interesting version of the origins of filmmaking. And
absolutely.
And that movie won 5 Oscars. The Artist won 5. And I know we'll obviously probably get to it later, but there's always such a funny thing when you have a year where you have 2 films that are in a sense really in the same group, the same subject or style or something like that. And one of them emerges as the victor, and then Legacy kind of tells the story about how we view each of them.
You got to love, like, the nominations here. This is just a very funny thing. So, like Erik mentioned it, like, the wins The Artist gets 5, Hugo gets 5, The Iron Lady gets 2. Those are the only films that have gotten multiple films. Real wonderful diaspora there, right? I just want to talk about the films that were nominated for 3 Academy Awards this year, which is insane. So you have Albert Nobbs, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, The Tree of Life, and Transformers Dark of the Moon. That is the craziness of everything spread out. Now, obviously, different categories and all that's different stuff, but that's the kind of stuff when you go and look
what if we
at the data. It's weird.
What if we swap the nominations between Tree of Life and Transformers?
I mean,
I'm just gonna throw that out there. That would be fun,
no,
right?
I don't hate this Transformers film.
Transformers, the other alternate title for Albert Nobbs.
Oh my God! There it is. There it is. Good job. Good job.
I was gonna say it is wild to me that in a year that had 3 nominations for Albert Nobbs, 2 wins for that other movie about the British politician lady.
The Iron Lady.
And you have a whole movie that is just shut out because its director said, "Sometimes I understand Hitler."
Yeah.
Like,
oh, the things we say at Cannes. You should have heard what Erik was saying a couple weeks ago. You know, wasn't far off. You know, when you really get to
Kirsten was robbed. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
We'll talk about that category.
We'll talk about that
yes.
movie a lot.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that a ton. Josh, as we always do before we start all this, below the line categories. Any of these spark your interest? The one you want to talk about? Mark's already shaking his head. Maybe Josh, if you don't mind, I'll actually go to Mark since he's already shaking his head a little bit over there, if that's okay. Mark.
Sure, go to Mark first.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't I guess my problem with cinematography is the winner, and I loved Hugo and Robert Richardson's awesome, but you have Tree of Life with Emmanuel Lubezki right there, and it's one of my favorite shot films ever, maybe. So that's one I have a huge problem with. The other one is documentary.
Wait, you don't get 2.
Oh, I don't get 2. Okay, my bad. There's
4 other people here.
My bad.
But we'll come back to documentary in a second. Josh, do you want to talk about documentary? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I was actually going to talk about this absolutely stupid original song category.
Okay.
Where we have 2 nominations only.
Oh my God.
Flight of the Conchords here. Yeah.
They're dumb rules that allowed this to happen. And also not even the best songs from either of those movies.
Right.
Yep.
So that is awful. And not that there were like a plethora of options this year, but still, it's like you can fill out the category. And the thing I always think about is if that song from Albert Nobbs had been nominated, that song, lyrics by Glenn Close. And I genuinely think if it had been there, it would have won, and that would have been Glenn Close's Oscar. And would it have been a perfect one for her to have? No, but in my book, an Oscar's an Oscar, and I do think that genuinely would have happened.
Someone get Kevin Jacobson on the phone immediately.
Yep.
Mark,
you thought about this too.
Mark,
Yes.
you would not have considered that though Oscar winner Glenn Close because of your stupid rules, right?
Mark and his fucking rules for actors.
Not if it's phrased in a trailer like starring Academy Award winner Glenn Close.
Well, she won an Oscar.
Where's the lie?
She did.
An Oscar is an Oscar.
Swear to God.
Very.
So, Mark, do you think Riz Ahmed is an Oscar
Crazy.
winner? Do you think he's an Oscar winner?
Yes, but he's not starring Oscar-winning actor Riz Ahmed.
I get what you're saying,
Literally
semantics, but it's
There's something in the
phrasing.
water of the school system of Ohio that needs to be checked.
Jesus Christ.
Because
that's the
Flint,
dumbest
Michigan has
thing.
nothing on whatever's going on in Ohio.
That's ridiculous.
That is crazy.
That's why I bring it up every time. It's always so
false
good.
advertising.
Dan, a category below the line, maybe with an Oscar-winning actor or something. I don't know, just to piss off Mark.
Look, there is. I looked through all of these and I was like, I don't know which one of these I want to talk about. There is one that I absolutely have to talk about, and that is best sound editing. Because what the fuck do you mean this is Drive's only Oscar nomination?
Yeah.
Sound editing? Really? That's the only one? you thought worthy of
A
nominating
masterpiece, according to
for?
Nicholas Winding Refn. Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it is.
Kind of
not wrong.
Broken clock,
Yeah.
Is there a doctor in here? Is there a doctor in here? Yes, that is. I mean, it's a great nom.
It's an incredible nomination.
The fact that
I
it
cannot
made through
believe that it's the only one.
The fact that it made it through, honestly, all
Yeah.
of the hoops of the big franchise films, and that like Harry Potter isn't even in this in neither of these categories, and it rings true.
Yeah, and also that the artist isn't in it when they had like a whole huge, very sound heavy sequence in that movie. Like, wild to me that it managed to get in over the Best Picture winner.
It's probably too quiet when you really think about it. Erik,
Yes.
category.
So this is very easy for me. Very, very easy.
Makeup?
Because no, best costume design. Because
of course.
WE is nominated
Oh,
here. So that means that Madonna has a directed an Oscar-nominated film. And
how did I not see this? Why did
the
I? Why did
are legit? They are actually
the costumes. Are
I do remember that they
gorgeous.
are pretty good. Yeah,
and the movie is terrible, but the costumes and Andrea Riseborough.
Half the movie is terrible.
Okay,
half
the whole thing's terrible. Don't start.
No. All the stuff, all the new stuff with that terrible like pre-Florence Pugh wannabe girl. She sucks.
I like how he said the stuff that's actually not bad features somebody terrible. You know,
that whole section is really bad. Poor Oscar Isaac. I don't know what he's doing in this. But no, with that comment, I want to also circle back to original song because Masterpiece, which won the Golden Globe for original song, was not nominated here because
thank God
it was not the first song in the end credits. It was the second song. If it had been, she might have had a chance and then she could be Oscar nominated, but I don't know. Probably not because they didn't like her anyway. But that's my spiel on that category. Madonna has directed an Oscar nominated film.
Not a good one, but
it is half a good one. Shut up.
Sure. I'm gonna go with editing, and then Mark will circle back to documentary here in a second. That's just a great editing win for Dragon Tattoo. It's so fucking good. That movie's incredible. I also think the Moneyball nomination's wonderful. The other three, Hugo's really good. Like, but technically speaking, Hugo is a achievement. And story wise, I go back and forth on it, but but the fact that Dragon Tattoo beat 4 Best Picture nominees, absolutely right decision there. Mark, quickly on documentary, what do you want to mention about it?
I love documentaries about fascinating people, and I think Buck was one of the most sweet and fascinating little snippets of a great human. And I would have loved to see it at least be nominated, let alone win.
I get you, but it didn't. It was a football film that was the one that won.
Yeah.
Undefeated. Yeah, I remember that just like kind of dominating. Like that would be a CCA winner nowadays that would not have won. Kind of feel.
I was always shocked that Paradise Lost 3 was able to get in the legs that series had. My goodness.
So,
but also each one with like kind of lesser results because that first one is unfucking believable.
Oh my god,
amazing! Yeah,
like you really, I don't know. You kind of had to be alive during that time when goth kind of people were so targeted for this era of heavy metal lyrics and the idea. Columbine didn't help, but
yeah.
But that first Paradise Lost is incredible. Yeah,
it's really stands on its own as one of the greatest docs of all time.
I also love that Gore Verbinski won here for Rango. Though I'm assuming Erik would have said like A Cat in Paris was the deserved winner.
It's a weird category year. Yeah. This is a strange year. Yeah. Chico and Rita, and
Kung Fu
also,
Panda
It
2, which
almost like
actually is the best Kung Fu
presages a
Panda.
lot of the animated feature races that we'd see today with
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
it's not
foreign
it's a,
and independent films. Yeah.
exactly. It's not a bad thing. Those two nominations were really, really cool
Yeah.
because obviously the average, American viewer had no idea what these movies were. So that was great to have them there. Yeah, and it did really kind of open that.
Yeah. No. I grew up watching those Pirates films, and then to see him win for Rango was really cool. Gore Verbinski, a really good visualist, and so it's always one of those. It's always one of those too, where it wasn't like Pixar was dominating sort of the era, and so it's always one of the outliers when you.
And then
look at it.
Tintin didn't get nominated, which
Yeah,
if it had
which
been,
was-
absolutely would have been winning. So yeah.
Oh, which is, I mean, justice for Tintin.
Top 10 Spielberg for me.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's.
I think
still a
the
very fun
action
film.
is incredible in Tintin. The story leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah,
for me.
it's slim at best.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's below the line. Now we'll start all the fun and all the, as Mark would say, all the replacing. We're gonna do our shoulda, coulda, woulda game for any listeners out there that have never listened to Oscar Retrospective before. Well, welcome to the chaos of what this episode can provide. But what we're going to do here is we go through all the above the line categories, and we have up to 2 replacements. Once we get rid of 2, and we don't have to get rid of 2, but if we get rid of 2 in the screenplay categories, the acting categories, and director, then we must replace them with nominees that we all agree upon together should be nominated, and then we revote to see who would be the winner. For Best Picture, it was a lineup of 9.
Yes.
Josh, so did we say 5 for this or 4 for this? Did we round up or round down? We haven't done a sliding scale in a very long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I think it's 4.
It's 4.
I think when it's a solid 10, we did 5, but
Yeah.
when it's a sliding, it's 4.
Okay. Josh is the keeper of the keys and of the rules here, as well as also, I want to let everybody know, in the last Oscar retrospective episode, we did use the bomb pick, horribly named the Oppenheimer. And
Yeah, I wonder who came up with that name.
it was not me. That was Jay. Let's get that straight. And I'm not taking credit for that. Anyway, as in that film, there's not only just one bomb that was made, there's 2. And so we have instituted in the rules, per Josh's orders and approval, we will, going forward in retrospectives, have for the year 2 bombs. So there is still a bomb left, which that means we blow up an entire category, get rid of all 5 nominees, replace all of them, and of course we would have a new winner at that point. I think that there's maybe a candidate for this use of it this week, but we also have the rest of the year that goes along with it. We have yet to, I believe, use a bomb pick for a Best Picture lineup, and one day I would like to see that.
Oh, that'll never happen.
Would have been fun to do that today.
Can't imagine.
But
No
nonetheless,
fucking way.
we will be starting with Best Adapted Screenplay. Mark Johnson, please read the nominees.
The nominees for adapted screenplay were The Descendants, which ended up winning, Hugo, The Ides of March, Moneyball, and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
All right, so 5 for 5. We move on, right? No,
Fuck you.
Absolutely
just
not.
kidding. This
No.
is when the replacements begin. I'm gonna say it. Get rid of
The
the
worst
Descend-
one won.
Yeah, get rid of the Descendants.
Mhm.
Totally okay with
Yeah.
that.
Stinky screenplay. Awful,
Oh my gosh.
lazy, terrible screenplay.
Stinky.
I hate this screenplay so much.
That's so funny.
So yeah, I get rid of that. And what else do you guys want to get rid of?
I
Ides of
would
March.
get rid of Hugo, to be honest. I would get rid of Hugo.
Oh, I
I'm
love
sorry.
Hugo.
No.
Wow.
I think here's the thing about Hugo. I think
God.
it is my opinion that when everybody talks about Hugo and how much they love it, they're talking about the last 30 minutes of that movie.
Yes.
The first 90 are a slog to get through. The ending is great. I agree, but the rest of that movie, I do not really love the story. And I think John Logan, especially, like all of his nominations are all coattail nominations. Like I feel like they've all gotten him in just because the movie is really big. I do not like. Yeah, I know you're gonna. I know. But
don't you just say terrible things about The Aviator? How dare you? That's we've gone down this.
Level,
I think we've said this for years.
Pretty mid, so I'm cool with that.
Aviator's top tier Spielberg. I mean, Scorsese. Not even doing that.
Can't even remember what director directed it. Yeah, it must be top tier.
They both have movies this year. It's tough. It's one of the only years that they're actually here together, which is interesting. I tend to agree though with Josh. I like the Ides of March screenplay just a little bit more than Hugo's screenplay on a screenplay level. I mean, Moneyball and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy are going.
Well, yeah, no, those are
going nowhere.
Yeah.
No.
But I will say this in Hugo's defense. I will say that if you have read the book,
that's a big book.
It's a big book, but it's also like very much a children's book. It's a lot of like
pictures.
Drawings and pictures in it. And I think that what Logan did in creating a movie length and worthy narrative out of it is a pretty incredible feat that none of the other nominees here had.
From the guy that did Wonderstruck too, right? Also wrote that book. Yeah.
I'm only the only one I would get rid of is The Descendants.
Honestly, same.
Right. Erik?
Well, I kind of like that Jim Rash has an Oscar. I love Jim Rash. So
love him, but don't love this movie.
I'm not a big fan of the Descendants. So I mean,
write something else.
This is a category that could warrant a big boom, but no, we're not going to do that.
A big boom?
Quickly, yeah.
Are you stupid? What are you talking about?
The problem is I don't
Moneyball's in this. It's not getting a big boom.
Moneyball's good. Moneyball's great.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy's in this. No way.
I know.
Tinker Tailor's screenplay.
I would. Those would be winners in this category for me.
If you have at least 2 screenplays or 2 performances or something that are good, you don't deserve the big boom.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
You get a big boom put back on the board, and you're just ready to pull it. All right.
No, I just said earlier that would be too.
I know, and then you're like, well, then
use it.
Who just brought it
first category?
Yeah, it's like get rid of everything. Oh my god,
just stirring the pot a little bit.
Like the United States over here. My god, it's the military-industrial complex. All right. So we definitely have The Descendants out. Do you want to hold on Hugo, or do you want to? I mean, I'm with Josh. I could take it out. I could replace it with something else.
And the 601 half dozen. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure that I'm not sure that there was a better screenplay that wasn't nominated than Hugo. Is my thing.
Well, we can have. We've got some.
We have some.
Yeah,
we certainly.
I'll be willing to because.
We'll have a conversation if you'd like.
But I'm not passionate actually about this category.
Okay.
In terms of
why don't we yellow it? And if we don't find 2, then
no, go ahead and vote. I'll just go with what the majority is because I don't care.
Well, no, I think it's 2-2. I think like Mark and Dan are like keep it, and Josh and I are like to get rid of it. And so,
well, then I can decide.
Yeah, so make up.
I'm the deciding factor.
You have all the power.
Yeah,
I do. Wow, who organized that?
You're what we call a swing vote.
I don't swing.
No.
Okay. So my vote is either keeping or ditching Hugo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But in doing that, Ides of March stays.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone's here arguing Ides of March is leaving.
I personally was not. I do like the Ides of March.
I do as well.
Oh, better than
I'd rather get rid of Ides of March than Hugo.
Me too. Which is why I'm going
to. Your 3-2 voted it. Your 3-2.
I'm voting to keep Hugo.
Okay. All right.
And ditch Ides of March.
Okay. Well, that's not what we're doing here. We're only voting on one thing at a time.
I'm just
you would be terrible in politics. Like this.
I'm speaking my truth.
I'd vote for Erik.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So Descendants is the only thing that we're kicking out.
Yes, I think that's fair.
That's a good choice.
That's the only thing we could agree upon. in that. So okay,
I don't think it's a
And
very
there's
deep
a-
bench in this category.
It's not a
anyway,
deep
so-
bench, but
Right. And I think there's a no-brainer to replace it with.
There should be
Yeah.
a no-brainer here.
Mark,
The girl with the dragon tattoo.
that's
am I wrong?
correct.
Correct.
Okay.
That's
okay.
correct.
Uh,
Though a fun one would be the skin I live in.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
actually.
that was going to be my suggestion.
Yeah.
See, that's why if we kick other things out,
Valve.
we can have them both.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
If you
Eric,
kick
you
out
had the
Hugo,
opportunity to do so.
You did.
You
And
bragged
chose
about
not to.
having the
Why are
power to
you-
kick
what are you
somebody
doing
out
to
on
yourself?
one.
No, you picked the wrong one.
Yeah.
If you had said Ides of March, I would have said yes, and then here we would be.
Ugh. Oh my god.
So, Dragon Tattoo or
Dragon
Skin
Tattoo's
Alive?
there. I
Which
totally
one
agree with it. That would be my number one with a bullet.
That's
Josh.
going to get a lot of nominations here.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, Dragon Tattoo, I do think is a good adaptation because those books are not very good, and to turn very, like, subpar material into watchable movies it deserves a lot of credit. It still has some of the stink of the original source material, but that kind of can't be helped to a certain extent. Yeah, I would be in favor of that. The other ones that I would throw out for me are, I would say Drive as well. I
Yep.
do like that screenplay. And I feel like there are divisive feelings about this other movie, but I still really am a big fan of We Need to Talk About Kevin. And I think that is another
Me too.
one that I really love. I know, Ryan, you don't like it, but I
Jo-
really do love that.
Josh, you were doing so well on this episode.
I know you don't like it, but I love We Need to Talk About
So,
Kevin.
See, I could
Drive-
take those three movies,
No,
put all of those in, keep Tinker Tailor.
That's not
and
how this
keep
works.
Moneyball,
not how it
and that
works.
would be a great category.
it's not how
with
it works.
Those five. I'm
That's
just
not-
saying that's what it would be.
I understand, but that's not how it
is
works.
Drive is adapted?
Drive is
Yeah.
adapted.
I
Yeah, it's
didn't
adapted.
realize that it was adapted.
Yeah.
I thought it was original.
Yeah, it's a remake of Thief.
You shut the fuck up.
You know,
How
you
dare
didn't know that?
you.
No,
How dare you?
no.
I would. Yeah, I mean,
No, Josh is right. Those are great, perfect.
those are
titles.
great picks.
We're gonna see more of a Kevin later. I think too. So
Dan, I know
Yeah.
that you're not as high on Fincher's Dragon Tattoo as you are more of the originals. We've talked about that in the past. Yes.
Yeah, although my problem isn't necessarily the screenplay.
Okay,
To be
yeah.
fair, I just prefer the skin
The-
I live in.
Yeah, I got
And
you.
I would throw out as an entertaining movie that I had in my back pocket as a potential replacement in this category, The Devil's Double,
Okay.
which is a movie that not many people remember. But
No,
is-
I remember it.
I know you.
There are very
do,
specific
Josh.
reasons why I do remember
I
that
know.
movie.
Something I got
Not
to put on my
writing
list.
reasons, though, I have to say.
All right. Something I
I'm
got to put on
watching
the
this
list.
for the plot reasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta ask
Oh,
this.
Josh.
I gotta ask this question because this was a question I think in 2011 that a lot of people were having because
We're still in the first category.
the big narratives about why they did the expansion and even the sliding scale was to have blockbusters in this category. And I'm not like saying like, it was a great year for blockbusters when you really look at it. But the one that really was trying to rise to the top was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. And so I just gauging your interest on that film as we have these conversations, because that was really the one that there was trying to be a push. Well, obviously going to probably bring up Alan Rickman and supporting actor. It didn't obviously make the cut, but like, the year before it was Inception and Toy Story 3 and not really anything here unless you want to count War Horse, which I don't. So
we
yeah.
have a perfect blockbuster in Bridesmaids.
No, I know.
Should we be doing this at the end of the episode?
Yeah, that's,
I think like talking about it here in this category because it is an adaptation of a very popular novel and it was
Yeah, I would not vote for it, though.
I wouldn't vote for it either. I'm just bringing it up just to spice up the conversation. It feels like we have Dragon Tattoo is more of the consensus here for that one.
That feels like the
spot.
consensus pick for the one spot.
Yes.
Yeah. All I'm hearing is that Ryan is pro turf. That's all I'm hearing.
I like those movies. I
mean-
don't know what to tell you.
I'm shocked, but also not shocked that no one brought up the other Best Picture nominee with an adapted screenplay, The Help.
Oh, that's not
But
happening
like,
in a million years.
it's not a great screenplay, but like if we're talking about movies that were a blockbuster that had an in this category,
I'm actually surprised it didn't get nominated.
I know, me too.
And we got like
shocked,
4 noms.
but it's a bad book and a bad movie, so
It's a bad book.
You're not wrong.
Well, it's Tate Taylor, so what can you expect? So
exactly.
Well, there you go. Okay, so Dragon Tattoo is in alongside Hugo, The Ides of March, Moneyball, and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. That's the 5.
double noms for Zalian.
There you go. Guy
I'm
knows
not mad at that.
how to write. Mark, you're your winner here, sir.
Yeah, that makes this a tough category with Dragon Tattoo, but I think I would lean Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy for
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. All right, Mark. Glad that you have that taste. Josh.
This is very close between yeah, this is very close between Tinker Tailor and Moneyball for me, but I have to give it to Moneyball. Like that screenplay I just think is I love the technical detail that it goes into. Like I'm such a fan of movies that go into process of things, even if I have no idea what it's about. Just people so energetic about the technical details they're looking at. I'm so invested in. But it's also an emotional movie at the same time. And even if you don't like baseball, you get the emotional attachment just based through those characters. So I think, no question, my vote is Moneyball.
Dan?
Moneyball, the book, is literally all statistics. And they wrote a easy breezy, entertaining baseball movie out of it. It is a marvel of a screenplay. And of course, how much of that we have to credit Aaron Sorkin, whatever. But
actually, you really do have to credit him a lot. He came on and did a lot of the rewrites that made the film what it is. So
I give him a co-Oscar then. Really,
well, he's a co-writer.
Incredible, it's an incredible screenplay, and it deserved the win then, and it still does now, frankly.
There are good screenplays. There are bad screenplays. Then there's 50 Feet of Crap, and then there was that win for The Descendants. That's how I've always felt. Moneyball should have won. A great screenplay. I know that Sorkin had won the year before, so it was kind of like, is he going to win back to back? He should have. And, there's like this great mirroring and foreshadowing that Sorkin had that he's lost a lot of when you talk about The Social Network, and then when you talk about Moneyball. And as a I'm going to just put my cards on the table here. As a sports fan, the dominance of analytics and this type of creation of teams and going off of data and statistics has become the thing now in all of sports. It is 1000% how certain organizations run their entire operations. It's not even based off of people anymore in talent. It's off of what numbers are on a screen, and
better or worse,
for better and for worse. And I do think that is sort of the underlining message behind also just this really great story that happened for the Oakland A's. And the other thing I like about it is like Billy Beane's not really the hero at the end of it, because the Red Sox go on to take his ideas and they win, and he still never won a ring, and he was still chasing it his entire career. And then now he's like head of baseball operations for analytics and stuff like that. So it's a really great film and should have won that screenplay, and I'm giving it the vote. Erik?
So that's 3 for Moneyball and 1 for Tinker, right?
Correct.
That's where we're at. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. But
yeah, you can do whatever you want.
But I'm going to talk anyway.
Yeah.
No, I think these are the only two worthy of this. I think the Tinker Tailor screenplay completely understands Le Carré's wit.
Yeah.
That is not lost in this at all. So it's not just this dry procedural. It's such a perfect adaptation, and something I think that was probably very, very hard to adapt. But for the reasons that everyone else has kind of mentioned, I'm not a sports fan. but I am a data and analytics fan, obviously, as a fucking Oscar watcher.
Yep.
And building an entire lifetime to a certain point where everything that I did was based on data and analytics and history and prediction. How in the world would I not pick Moneyball? Because it is so entertaining and fun, and it is a really gorgeous screenplay.
Moneyball. You may not have won the World Series, but you win the Oscar.
Also, that's cool.
Yeah. Erik.
Yeah.
Original screenplay.
All right. Best writing, original screenplay. The winner was Midnight in Paris, and the other nominees were The Artist, Bridesmaids, Margin Call, and A Separation.
Well, we can get rid of The Artist.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I was fully prepared for The Artist to be kicked out of most today. So
But are we kicking anything else out with it?
Margin Call.
Yeah.
Why?
How many can we kick out?
2.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I would go Margin Call then.
Why?
I have 2 that I won't.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, Mark.
Yeah, like
Erik seems to like hate
too.
Margin Call.
No, I don't hate Margin Call, but there was a really funny thing. Its nomination created in the, Oscar blogging sphere.
Uh-huh.
It created this sort of meme where a sole screenplay nominee would be called a la Margin Call.
A la Margin Call.
So that was, in my old forums, that became a yearly thing where we started looking for the screenplay that would be, this is the only nomination, and we just called it a la Margin Call. But it's not a bad screenplay. I just don't want it here because I want other things.
I think
it is a good screenplay, but
it's good.
I have others that I like more.
Yeah,
I think it's
an easy get out of here. It's not good enough to stand as a sole nominee for me.
I think it does. I don't know what Josh
I
thinks.
have like no opinion about Margin Call.
Yeah.
Like it's a movie I barely remember. I will say though, for me, I know that this is not the consensus opinion
Here we
out
go.
there. I do not get the love of Midnight in Paris.
Oh, Josh.
I just don't understand it. I
Josh.
I saw that movie in 2011 and I walked out thinking that's okay. And then I watched it a couple years ago and I thought the same thing. I don't really get why this movie, out of so many Woody Allen films, was the one that hit. I find it to be actually very shallow in its commentary about nostalgia. In fact, you get to the end of that movie and it just says the theme without any character learning anything significant. And don't even get me started about Rachel McAdams and just how atrocious her character is. I feel bad for her in that movie. She's so shrill and awfully written. I just do not really understand why there were raves for that film. So that is actually the one I am more passionate to kick out. But again, Margin Call is also a movie that is completely anonymous to me too. So either one, I'm okay with booting out of here. But I will be honest that Midnight in Paris is the one that I actually have more passion about not liking.
There is definitely some great dialogue in Midnight in Paris, and I think the concept is pretty good. But overall, as a screenplay,
I think the execution is poor. Rather.
The things that are like bad about it are really, really bad, like film ruiningly awful.
Wow.
What about A Separation? It's not even in English. They didn't even write it in
Shut up. That's the best screenplay here.
No, I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding.
Oh, Mark. Well, is that even
Oh my God, Mark!
Wait,
that was
but Mark,
the deadpan of it all.
Yeah.
but Mark, to your point, did Farhadi even did he steal that from somebody else too?
Okay, all right.
Who wrote it? Who even
who
wrote
really
it?
wrote that movie?
It was Aaron Sorkin, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that movie is subtle, so it's obviously not written by.
I mean, yeah, it's true.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Josh, that's a really good, I guess, I wouldn't say, I guess it's a defense of getting rid of Midnight in Paris. I remember seeing it when it came out, and I really enjoyed it. I haven't had the really time or inclination to like go back and view it again. I just remember it just being like a solid fun time. But I like Margin Call more. I think it speaks to more of everything that was going on at the time. I think it's a more digestible version of the Big Short that we get in a couple of years as a winner. Much more serious. And
I don't know if I agree with that. I think actually the sell of Margin Call was that it was so densely complicated. I think in a way that made it
I'm talking
seem
about
like it was more important than it actually was.
I'm talking about
honest,
I'm talking about for me, because there's not like a Margot Robbie in a bathtub and Anthony Bourdain.
No, the Big Shorts was like 2008 for idiots.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
like that's the For Dummies version of this.
And every time, I will say, I don't know if it's my timeline or whatnot, but clips of Margin Call show up all the time. But like the Jeremy Irons scene and the stuff with Tucci and stuff at the end with Spacey and Irons, and it is a screenplay built for these veteran actors to just chew this dialogue. And
so are we deciding the artist is out and we're just deciding between Midnight in Paris and Margin Call as the second?
Yeah, because I
would prefer to keep the artist and get rid of Midnight in Paris.
Well, I love that you prefer things, Dan. That's why we have you on this show.
I'm just throwing it out there as an option.
I'm just saying I can vote with somebody if we have an agreement on something later.
What are we talking about, Erik?
Oh my God, you two. So consensus.
Let's save that maybe for Best Actress.
Midnight in Paris,
because that's going to be cutthroat.
Or Margin Call. Which one?
That's Margin Call for me.
Margin Call. Mark.
I like Midnight.
To keep or get kicked out.
To kick out.
Kick out.
Kick out.
Margin Call for me as well.
Josh?
I'm Midnight in Paris.
Dan?
Midnight in Paris.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right. You know what? I'll kick out Midnight in Paris and keep Margin Call.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be mad that we kicked out Woody Allen. I think
so.
We're on safe footing there.
You're going to be
I like the solo nom.
Can't wait for Sasha Stone to talk about this.
Oh my God. I like the solo nom. I like Chandor as a director, and I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I like A Most Violent Year.
Oh, okay, fair.
And All Is Lost. Those are good movies.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
What about since then? That was a long time
Triple
ago.
Frontier.
A long time.
Fine.
No.
And what was it? The Craven the Hunter film? A lot of great shots of
not enough low-rise jeans on Aaron Taylor Johnson for that movie.
Not enough shirtless scenes.
Not enough.
There could never be enough to save that.
You know what? There's this terrible movie called Fuse that came out this year.
That movie
my
sucks.
But the only good thing about it is there's an Aaron Taylor Johnson coming out of a shower sequence.
Yep.
I saw that in IMAX at TIFF, and it changed my life. And maybe others in the audience. I think that went from a C to a C plus. All right. What are some original screenplays? There you go.
Wow, I have so many.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's so many good ones this year.
My number one that I'm going to be the most passionate about is Weekend.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew the gay contingent was here, so I knew they were going to back me up.
Number one,
unquestionably, number one. Bullet.
No,
I know,
Bullet.
I know, Ryan. I have heard you say that before,
Really?
but I'm sorry. Weekend is a masterpiece.
It is a total
weekend.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Let's move on.
I will say
this is where I miss Jay, because there's no way Jay would have given this vote to that.
Well,
everybody bullied him into
and Mark's not going to do it because Mark hates gay people.
You have me, right?
Gay people. Yeah.
No, I don't. That's fine. I'm not a.
Mark's like, yeah, that's fine.
But for me, there's a clear number one here, and I think it's original. These categories always confuse me a little, but The Tree of Life is original. I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is no more beautiful poetic script than that, and as you can tell, probably with my cinematography and my screenplay. Yeah, the screenplay.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to be a lot of Tree of Life. I apologize.
Oh no, I knew that Mark would have my back for the Tree of Life, and I know Jay would have too.
Yeah,
and I was really kind of hoping
you'll
for
have
that extra
mine.
vote, but yeah, so that's good. But yeah, no, this is a good category because there's also Melancholia.
Yep. Melancholia, and frankly,
Martha Marcy May Marlene, young adult.
Young adult, the
Crazy Stupid Love.
Brilliant fucking piece of writing.
Love Crazy Stupid Love. Let me ask you this one, because it's another one I'm not sure is original, but I think it is. Is Shame?
Shame is original.
Yeah, that's original.
Yeah.
Take Shelter is original.
Yeah, Take Shelter is great too.
Which is a wonderful film. Contagion.
This is
The Kid with a Bike, The Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods.
Can we get rid of Can we get rid of 3 then?
no.
Gosh, please. Then I'm almost in favor of a nuke in this category.
Whoa, wow.
Because
Bridesmaids
of the 5,
because Bridesmaids and Separation, no.
Bridesmaids would be a winner,
but
in this category. If it was only this category.
I even like at the time. I even liked what was that 50-50?
Yeah,
was like
that's good.
That was one of the contention. Pariah was another one on my list.
Pariah's great.
Great.
Being the actress competition
Tomboy
for sure.
Source Code.
Fun. A lot of fun there.
I'm surprised you didn't mention that, Eric.
Yeah, Jake
maybe I'll mention it later.
I think I said it earlier, but Contagion to me is really I mean, that is a great screenplay. I love that film. That's a top tier Soderbergh film for me. He had 2 films.
Watching that in the early days
yes,
of the
that movie
lockdowns proved how good that screenplay was.
It really is one of those movies that I still think is one of the more underrated films of 2011.
It gave us great memes. The Gwyneth Paltrow was iconic, and killing Kate Winslet.
We'll have a couple of more Contagion mentions that I mentioned throughout the episode, but it would be. Honestly, for me, Crazy Stupid Love would be the pick I would make for my screenplay.
It's so good.
I think
it does have the funniest scene,
and it has one of the
in the 2010s.
It has one of the great twists that I did not when I was watching the film. I didn't think I was going to be getting this twist in like the third act, and my audience, I remember seeing it in the theater in 2011. We're like, "What the hell's going on?" And it's still well written, and and I love that film. And so if Weekend's going in, then my vote would be for Crazy Stupid Love or Take Shelter, honestly, to get that final spot. Take
Shelter's great.
Jeff Nichols, one of his best films and screenplays.
I don't know. I have 2 choices that I'm not going to budge from unless an incredible deal is made.
What are your 2 films, Eric?
Weekend and The Tree of Life.
But see, like that's the thing about Tree of Life, and as much as of a defender I am, a lot of that movie is him finding it with the camera, and I don't know how much of that is a screenplay. I'm
cool with that.
Like
I love The Tree of Life. That is
I love it.
Number 1 movie of this year. But like, if we're talking about a screenplay, I'm not going to that movie over something like Young Adult, which has a brilliant.
Oh, I forgot about Young Adult.
Tracking that character throughout, or even like.
Well, Melancholia is probably what I would be my next.
Brilliantly written, yeah.
Okay, I can move from Tree of Life. Obviously, Weekend is going nowhere. Yeah. It's in.
We can just put that in with a bullet.
But if we want to, make a deal, I don't know.
I don't think you're going to need to make too many deals with this group, Eric. I think you're going to get a lot of what you want because
what's the category that you're worried about?
He's worried about actress, and he doesn't need to worry about actress.
Actress is so full, though.
You don't need to worry about it, though. We're going to be fine.
There are so many because I know what's getting dumped. So we have to figure out the 2 replacements among the 10 plus that could be in. Yeah, so I'm very nervous about that.
I'll tell you this: there's only 2 actresses I consider. So it ain't 10 for me. It's 2.
That's because you're not gay.
Mm-hmm. Half the time.
I said it.
Not enough for Best Actress.
No, not enough for Weekend. Okay, so Weekend's in. let's all just say a film, and that'll be for the fifth spot. So let's all just go along the line. I will say Crazy Stupid Love. So Erik, this is your pick for your fifth spot. What you want?
I know. Okay, I'm actually gonna go away from Tree of Life here.
Okay. And it is today.
I think Melancholia, actually.
Okay. Mark?
Damn it. I was hoping I wouldn't have to go next. Well, without Eric's support for Tree of Life, I don't think that's getting in. That's okay. It's all right.
I knew that we weren't because it was only going to be S2 anyway.
Yeah. But now I think 2 might be interesting total to get in, possibly. And I don't think anybody's voting for Shame. So I'm also going to say Crazy Stupid Love. I do love that movie, and that screenplay's terrific.
Yeah. Josh?
Melancholia.
Dan?
Well, somebody's got
well,
wallpaper of one of these movies, so I'm guessing we know which way this goes.
Honestly, if I had voted earlier, I would have said young adult because, in my opinion, that movie should have won.
Damn it, Ryan, your order sucks.
But considering that the tiebreaker slot falls to me, yeah, for those of you who are listening to this, you can't see, but my background currently is the group sitting in front of the giant planet Melancholia waiting for it to hit them. So that is absolutely my vote.
It's so cute that everyone thinks that I didn't plan this all along.
Okay. Weekend, Melancholia. Bridesmaids, Margin Call, Separation. Those are our films. Erik, your winner.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because after all that,
I know.
I'm probably not gonna. All right. So getting Weekend in was
the goal.
That was the goal.
That's the goal here.
That's the goal here. Every hole is a goal.
Oh my God. All right.
But that being said, I am going with Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Because I think it is the most side-splittingly funny screenplay this year, and it's perfect, and I love it.
Weekend doesn't have Maya Rudolph shitting in a street. It doesn't have Rose Byrne and Kristen Wiig doing the worst off for a maid of honor speech ever. It doesn't have Melissa McCarthy. It doesn't have
There's a lot of shitting in this movie.
It is, and it's great. Bridesmaids is
like you wouldn't have that in Weekend because we douche.
Well, they're in the UK. You never know.
It was a wait a little bit for Looking to come out.
Reading experience.
So, it's Bridesmaids. Like, this is one of the great comedic screenplays of the last 25 years, and it should won easily. Like, yeah. Dan?
Completely agree with everything that everyone has said about Bridesmaids. It's brilliant, but my vote is for Separation. An absolutely like jewel cut, precision engineered, perfect screenplay that just gets better and naughtier as it goes until it ends, and you're just like gobsmacked by how well conceived this whole thing has been. It's flawless.
Josh?
My vote was going to be for Weekend. I still think that movie is incredible. It is actually still my favorite Andrew Haigh movie. And I think the reason why I love it so much is because it really does have this very particular perspective of looking at this gay relationship and getting to that point where it feels so specific to that dynamic. But of course, in doing so, it then becomes universal about trying to figure out the dynamics of what you want this relationship to be in a very short amount of time. And I love how those conversations do feel so much a part of the gay community, but it is also in a way that anybody can relate to in trying to start a new relationship. And the intimacy that he creates is just brilliant. I love that film. It knocked my socks off when I saw it in 2011. It is still a movie that I think is a masterpiece. So that is the movie that I would vote for in this lineup.
Love that. Mark?
So I'm not a huge fan of any of these 5 for screenplay. So
You
I
have to
think-
remember, folks, gay people and women. It's that's what
Right.
he's
and foreigners.
and foreigners.
Yes!
It's really just
How the
like,
hell? What am I supposed to do?
It's a
what is he
sweep.
supposed to do?
No, but I would probably go a separation and force Josh to be the tiebreaker. I think is probably the rule on that, right?
That would be
Josh,
that would be
Josh have to-
correct. That would be
Yeah,
correct.
I'll
Josh.
go a separation.
All right. You picked the
Ooh, this is
foreigners.
tough.
Didn't think that would be.
Sorry, Josh.
No, that's actually a really interesting, because these are like movies that from a screenplay level are like crafted in completely opposite directions. So it's really fascinating to think about the achievement on each one. But with that said, I think I would lean very slightly towards a separation.
All right, what if I switch to weekend?
No.
But
not-
what if?
No.
Too late. Then Dan would have had to be the tiebreaker.
We
Yeah.
we still don't know
no,
if
but-
he actually wrote the screenplay, and it's really driving me nuts. Like,
Well, we still don't know if they actually wrote the screenplay for Bridesmaids or if it was all improvised in the final product.
but you know what? One of the writers was also the lead actress of the film.
That's true.
So there you go. So if she's writing it, she's writing it on the fly. No, for Hadi winning for a separation, that is our winner. Thanks, Josh.
Well, don't talk shit about Weekend then.
Well, I'm just.
Ooh.
I mean,
Now, I love Bridesmaids, I do, but just like, I think the separation just on a story level and a thematic level is just so intriguing to me. And I do really love the storytelling in that film. That is what gives it
No, Josh,
the slight
you're-
edge to me.
no, you don't have to justify it.
Josh, if the choice was a separation weekend, what would you pick?
It's still Weekend.
Okay.
Best supporting actor, I'll take this one. The winner was Christopher Plummer for Beginners. The other nominees were Kenneth Branagh for My Week with Marilyn, Jonah Hill for Moneyball, Nick Nolte for Warrior, and Max von Sydow for Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. And that is the last time we're going to have to mention that until picture.
Well, we got one more time. Yeah, so
And so because Max von Sydow is out of this category.
This category sucks.
Disrespect.
No, there's some good performances.
No.
Jonah Hill and Christopher Plummer, I'd want to keep.
Me too. Those are the only two I would keep. The rest could go.
I'd be keeping Nick Nolte as well.
Yeah.
I would keep Nolte.
I'd
yeah.
keep Plummer and Nolte.
Nolte's-
Okay, fine.
Nolte's fine.
So
I'd keep
Nolte's
Nolte, so-
wonderful in that film.
Von
It sounds like Kenneth
Sydow
and
and
Max.
Branagh out.
yeah.
Branagh
Yeah, we
is
don't even-
terrible in My Week with
Branagh is
like
unbelievably
We don't
bad.
need to even
Yeah,
have
it's bad.
Sophia Simonello here in order to
Yeah.
get Kenneth Branagh out of this category.
Okay, so this is a good easy out for those two.
I think
Right?
so. Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Fuck
All right.
them.
All right. Let's throw out some names.
Okay.
I'd like to throw
Yeah,
out
do it.
well, with Brad Pitt and Tree of Life.
Yes.
Number
And-
one.
That's
And
See,
That's
and
it.
I'm Hunter McCracken from Tree of Life, but yeah.
and Ryan
Oh.
Gosling from Crazy Stupid Love.
Great
that was
pick.
another one of mine. Yeah.
I would
Great
like
pick.
to add Patton Oswalt in Young Adults.
Yep.
I
How
will.
about,
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this will obviously be controversial in how I don't know. in
You
category
controversial
placement,
at all?
I think maybe, but
Ooh,
Chris
I
New
love
for
these.
weekend.
Okay, I was actually going to
Oh
ask
yeah,
about
because
this
they're both
because
lead. Like
I wasn't
They-
sure how we
they
felt
are-
about Chris New being in lead or supporting.
I still think the framing is
it
Tom
is
Cullen.
more yes, but they're
Yeah.
co-leads. Like
Yes,
they
they are
if we have to
co-leads.
separate them, yes, but they're. Co-leads.
I don't think we have to, but I think it's also again, because we can only kick out two.
Yeah,
I don't see a scenario in which Tom Cullen and Chris New both make it in.
No, I
Even
will
with
align with
this
you on
fucking group
Chris
of
New
homos.
in supporting actor, Eric. I will do that.
Yeah, I very much want that to happen.
Yeah. Albert Brooks and Drive is another one.
Yep.
Yes.
Brooks and Drive. Fantastic.
Corey Stoll in Midnight in Paris.
Thank you, Eric.
Yes.
I was gonna say
The
it.
only
was gonna
thing I
say
actually
it.
like legitimately love in that movie.
Look, the other thing that I love in that movie is Adrian Brody.
Mhm.
But
The rhinoceros.
Salvador
Yes.
Dali.
All of that stuff is really, really good. I think
Really
that's
good.
I think that's why the screenplay
Yes. Yes.
hit, because of those little bits
Yeah.
and pieces.
Those little vignettes.
Even though it's very performance based.
Mhm.
So good though.
Jude
I
Law
have
in
to.
Contagion would be somebody I consider. Mark?
I would vote for the virus over.
Yeah.
Ooh. I have two that we haven't mentioned. One is Stellan Skarsgård in Dragon Tattoo, and the other
Very
is
good.
John Hawkes in
Yes.
Martha Marcy May Marlene.
Oh yeah.
I have 4 names, and he is on that list of 4.
Matthew McConaughey for Killer Joe.
Oh,
shit.
I loved Killer Joe.
Mm.
It's good.
If nothing for the chicken scene alone.
Yeah,
he's supporting.
but
It's
that's
he's supporting.
Gina Gershon.
Yeah, it's Gina Gershon's movie. Like
That's yeah.
Jeremy Irons and Margin Call, I consider. Philip Seymour Hoffman and Moneyball.
Colin Firth in Fright Night.
You mean Colin Farrell?
Oh right,
Yeah.
Colin.
Yeah.
Duh. Oh wow.
Colin Firth and Fright Night would still watch.
Wild.
I used
Michael
for context, y'all. Like
Fassbender's-
I used to do that literally
shit.
all the time. Mix up Colin Firth and Farrell, and I haven't done that in for years.
Mark, are you about to say what I think you're about to say?
I was going to
Michael
say the
Fass-
same thing.
Michael Fassbender's penis in Shame.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I was going to introduce myself at the top of the episode as Michael Fassbender's swinging dick in Shame.
Loved when Clooney was at the Globe saying you could go
Yeah.
play
That was
the back nine with that thing.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely
was-
not wrong.
what amazing!
Mhm.
Wow, what a moment.
That would be a great supporting nomination.
Yes.
I'll do that.
Yes, it would.
I mean,
I can't believe no one has said Ben Kingsley for Hugo yet.
oh,
That's
I
okay.
was not going to say that, but you can.
No, I don't think anybody was.
No, I was not.
No.
He's so like that he's the only reason that movie gets an emotional reaction out of me. He's
He's great.
Yeah.
He's great. I just like
Incredible.
Michael Fassbender's.
I'm gonna
dick
say
more.
this is totally a name that's just gonna get thrown out. I know it's not gonna go anywhere. But Jarrett Harris in Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows
He's
is
fun.
one of my favorite Moriartys, and I
Okay.
think those movies are
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I also think the wolves in The Gray should be considered.
Okay.
The Rock
What
in
about-
Fast
what about-
Five. Like if we're,
All
if we're
right, you
talking
know
about,
what? Stop.
Okay.
we're
now
talking
I
about
know
adding
what-
life to shit. Let's go. All right.
What about Ray Fiennes in Harry Potter 2, whatever, 7-2, whatever?
Oh, I thought it would be Alan
weren't we
Rickman.
going to
would
talk
be
about
the-
Alan Rickman here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Rickman.
I mean, I think Alan Rickman is good. I think people kind of oversold him a
I
little bit in that
agree.
movie, to be
I
honest
do
with
too,
you. I think
Josh.
people read the book
Yeah.
and they got such an emotional reaction. And
Yeah.
And they want to
I
give it
just-
to him for all the other movies too.
yeah,
basically.
like
Right.
I think
He's
as
like
a
barely
physical
in the other
performance, it's
movies.
actually not that impressive to me.
no, it's one of those where it's like it's so good on the book, in the book,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like you're
And most of
you're-
it is flashbacks with what they connect to. Like
and like
he's good in the
really
movie, but I just don't think it's as good as
in
people
the
think.
makeup,
Great.
was like kind of
Yeah.
for those flashbacks.
We didn't mention Andy Serkis in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I know that was a big thing this year, and he
Oh,
was
is he?
campaigning-
I see. I didn't know if he
Yeah, I
was
always
like
thought him as
lead or he's
lead.
supporting.
I mean, he was campaigned and supporting, so
You
But he
know,
wasn't-
okay.
to bring him up,
Like,
if we can have the conversation for lead too, but this is where he was campaigned at least.
If we're also going to mention, if I mentioned McConaughey earlier for Killer Joe, I'd also like to mention him for Bernie, which is one of.
Oh yeah,
it's
he's good
like-
in that.
This is the start of the McConaissance. He has 3 films this year.
Mhm.
And he has Bernie, Killer Joe, Lincoln Lawyer, and he's really good in all of them. Al Pacino and Jack and Jill, because nobody can resist his Dunkachino. All right,
All
I'm
right,
just
that's-
putting it out
that's
there.
That is a
Uh,
fake movie that does not exist.
Hell yeah.
All right. What do we- what do
Anybody
we-
want to
what are we
stump
waiting
for Army Hammer and Jagger? Eric?
No comment.
Okay. Viggo Mortensen in A Dangerous Method. He's very good in that film.
He is very good in that.
I always love Vigo.
I love Viggo.
Mm.
Just not at Q&As.
Even in Green Book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Love
gross.
Vigo.
All right. Any other names you guys want to mention?
Well, I was going to
Guess
try and coalesce around somebody from Tinker Tailor like Mark Strong, but I don't know if we really can.
Mark Strong is the
But
one
He is
Love
probably the one, but it is just such a juicy ensemble.
Yeah, I think it's just spread too thin, honestly.
I think so too.
If there was
It's a good problem because there's a lot of good performances.
I
in
think
that
Colin
movie.
Firth
It's hard
great
to
in
pick
that
one.
too.
That's what I was
Nice.
thinking. Like Colin
Everybody
Firth
is.
Everybody-
He's
One
so
of those
good in
two.
that. It's an incredible film.
I just rewatched that film this week, and I tweeted out something about like casting award because there's so many movies. this year
Man, you're right,
Yeah.
man.
that would have been awesome for casting, and I don't know
Yeah.
where people would go. And most people that replied said The Help, which I was kind of surprised by.
Well,
but
because it
also-
won SAG Ensemble.
would have.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
sense. Oh, okay. But Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, that cast is so deep and amazing,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
everybody's terrific in it. That's what I would vote for achievement in casting if there was one this year.
It would have won a BAFTA, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis also had Tintin, so
He did. Yeah.
I will say this about.
Technically true.
I say this about Andy Serkis.
That movie is I love that movie. So.
I will say this about Andy Serkis is that like I think his work in the other two Planet of the Apes movies is better
Yeah.
than in Rise,
Right.
in my opinion. Even though his
Especially Dawn.
performance is really, really good. And yeah, I think
Dawn is better.
Dawn is,
I agree.
Dawn is an
Oof.
incredible.
So we're gonna
Oh.
put a pin on Circus for Dawn, or
Yeah, I think
I
so.
would.
I think so.
the same way that the Alan Rickman conversation kind of deflated quickly.
Yeah, I mean, like I agree with Josh. Like it's such a weird one. It's like that's the one you want to prop up of all the performances in this franchise, and it's I don't know.
think it's a.
I know I
it's
was
an
never a part of like the
culmination
Alan
of-
Rickman's got to get nominated party.
No, I wasn't either.
Yeah, me neither.
And I like that
He's good in the
a lot.
movie, but not deserving a nomination.
I would agree with Mark. I would much prefer Ray Fiennes, who's an incredible Voldemort and has a couple of scenes in there that are absolutely incredible. But
Yeah, I mean, I
but
don't think I
again,
would
I'm not
nominate
nominating.
anybody
I'm
from
not
Harry
considering.
Potter.
There's
No.
like 10, 20 other people I would consider before those people if it was.
Yeah, and we named
Well,
them.
let's get.
Yeah, we named
Yeah,
it.
let's get back.
Let's get
Um,
to it.
back to that. Like,
Okay.
we have to figure out. That's a huge list we just named off. So who?
Yeah.
Where are we at with that?
All right. Do we have a top two? Well, I mean, it seemed like Brad Pitt was.
Yes. For
I
me.
think it's going to be
True
Brad
life.
Pitt and Chris New because I don't think Eric,
Oh,
Josh, and
man.
I are going to vote for anyone.
Really? We're really gonna
Oh,
just
I
we're
mean,
really
no,
gonna do that?
Chris New is
We have an
locked
unfair
and
block
loaded.
here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we got the gay caucus here, so yeah.
Yeah, we're just.
And there's a
my
lot
vote
of gay
matters.
caucus in
Yeah.
weekend. So.
Really?
Canvassing,
I mean,
caucusing.
Sorry, Ryan.
it's
This
just,
is
it's just
this is
so-
the luck of the draw you got this episode.
Mhm.
Think better about who you put on the shows. Come on.
You know what? No more Josh and Dan and Eric. Out there, you know, just
Yeah.
Next-
Hey,
next-
it's a free podcast.
we
We,
need more-
sign up for this shit.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
We need more diversity.
Oh no, the link
So-
didn't get to you guys. I don't know why that didn't happen. And I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. This is part of the game.
But are we getting?
So-
But are we getting Brad Pitt in? Because if so, then I don't care about. the
Yeah, I mean,
and this is the
sure.
thing, like, I am not a
Okay.
big like Tree of Life person either. So the fact that there's been so much love for that movie, like that is a trade-off that I would
See,
accept,
to
just
me-
like you, Ryan.
To me,
Same.
if we were going to get somebody in, I do feel like I would rather get either Gosling or McConaughey in, because I think Gosling's performance, all this talk about during the Barbie year about Gosling and his comedic performance, and I think something like him in Crazy Stupid Love, that is a movie star performance. He's absolutely hilarious in that movie. And then McConaughey, I mean,
Great.
between Bernie and Killer Joe as like almost like a double nominee. I know we're not doing that, but like what he is in Killer Joe, you got to remember, it's like he was like sort of retired and he comes off the bench and he does this run, and it's way better work than Dallas Buyers Club, a performance I would kick out tomorrow. And wouldn't even give him the win for it. And it starts this run of just really great work for him. And his work in Bernie too is extraordinary. It's wild.
Yeah, sure. Then drop Brad Pitt for either of those.
Well, I
Stop it.
I mean, I would.
We
All
had
right,
a deal
so
with-
is-
we
I
killed
would
Tree of Life.
because I think Brad Pitt's
is the
better performance
conversation-
is an actor.
Is the conversation Brad Pitt versus Ryan Gosling here then?
Because
I
I'm
mean,
not budging from Chris New. That ain't happening.
Well,
No, that's not.
That's
We have
not
three.
happening.
He's already in. We're
I
just
mean-
looking at the runner up here.
I mean, that's the thing is I can't pick between. I mean,
But what I'm saying is those are the only two that are going to have enough.
yeah, because it doesn't seem like
Multiple
McConaughey,
votes.
like my stretch for McConaughey.
I don't think.
was
Yeah,
gonna
your
happen.
your plea for McConaughey was
I
on
think he's
deaf ears.
No,
Corey
Yes.
Stoll probably is not getting
no, that's not
enough.
happening.
or John Hawkes
or
so
Robert
we're
Brooks.
kind of-
yeah.
Rob-
or
Ooh.
Robert Brooks. So we're looking at just unless.
Well, I mean, like here's the thing: is like Gosling has
Unless-
drive, and we can have that
Yes.
conversation in an actor, so I can always wait on
That's
that.
right.
That's
right.
You know, I would consider McConaughey, or hell, I would even consider Albert Brooks.
I love Albert Brooks and Drive.
I can pivot to Albert Brooks because he's.
I love
incredible.
Albert Brooks and Drive, but if ever someone was deserving of double noms in lead and
Right.
supporting for a year that fully
right.
like where both of those roles fully like
Yeah.
But Pitt, maybe I'm just overthinking it. You should
encapsulate
just
or
be Pitt.
their persona as a star. It is Brad Pitt in 2011,
All right.
where Moneyball is the absolute like apex of his movie star stardom.
Just
And then you have Tree of Life, where he is going really interior as an actor. It's beautiful stuff to have.
See, you could say that about Ryan Gosling in two incredibly diverse
Yeah.
performances.
he has
Of-
three.
of
He has a year. He has
Absolute,
three
like,
performances
silence
this year.
and
yeah.
So-
oh yeah,
So why
okay,
don't we do-
Drive, yeah, okay.
Silence, charisma,
Why
and
don't
then
we-
he's doing
why-
whatever the hell he is in Nights of March. You know.
Why don't we do Pitt
Wow.
and Gosling and kick out the Weekend guy?
No.
Because
I
because
agree,
Chris New
Mark.
already
You're
has three
making
votes.
sense.
It
Yeah.
is literally Pride Month when this comes out.
That's not
So,
my
oh
problem.
My God.
Okay, so why don't we just like have everyone vote for two people then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Go.
I like that, Dan. Do it. Let's do it.
And do
I'll
it.
start. I'll even start, and I'm gonna say Chris New and Brad Pitt.
Erik,
Chris New and Ryan Gosling.
Mark Johnson.
Chris New and Brad Pitt.
You don't have to pick the. Okay.
He's trying to move
Can't
this
give a
along.
vote. I can't give a vote to Gosling and cancel Pitt, buddy.
Well, you could have said Pitt. You could have literally said Gosling
It's
and Pitt right
strategic.
there. Oh,
No, I couldn't have, because then I want Pitt over Gosling.
Josh.
I love Gosling.
I really want to say Chris New and Albert Brooks. So I'm just going to say that.
Then do it, yeah.
We're
Yeah, do
doing
it.
it for there.
Yeah.
McConaughey and Gosling. That would be what I picked. So
So that's two
Gosling's
for
the only one that
Gosling
got
and-
two.
No, two for Pitt. Me and Mark.
Pick
and
out
for
Oh.
and yeah. So
So Josh, I'm sorry, but you have to break the tie again.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't have to apologize. That everybody loves to break the tie.
Right. You
You're
get
gonna
to
Be
choose.
pretty.
I would
yeah,
vote for
that's pretty
Gosling.
easy for Josh here.
Yeah, I'm voting for Gosling.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ryan Gosling in for Crazy Stupid Love. What's his name? Chris Noon?
Chris
New.
New.
Chris New? Whatever.
Wow.
For Weekend. Christopher Plummer
Just
for Beginners.
for that, I may vote for him to win now.
Sure.
Well, I mean,
Christopher Plummer for
Spoiler
Beginners.
alert.
Jonah Hill for Moneyball and Nick Nolte for Warrior.
it's crazy that I came in here as such a Tree of Life fan and I've now voted it down twice.
Truly. Erik.
What's wrong with me?
You know
It's
Sorry,
fine.
Mark.
Yeah.
You're killing me.
No,
Um,
apologize to Jay, who's
yeah.
not here to
He
help
doesn't
him
need an
defend his
apology.
favorite
No.
movie.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying, Jay. I'm trying.
We're trying.
We'll get there later.
My winner in this category, since I started it, I'll start. Would be Nick Nolte for Warrior. I think it's a phenomenal performance, and I think Warrior is one of the more underrated films of the year. and there's just truly, it's heartbreaking work. And his stuff opposite Hardy in that scene when he finally opens the bottle and completely breaks down, and it's heartbreaking. And then you have the juxtaposition with that with the Edgerton character who just wants nothing to do with him. And the lasting image of that film with him watching those two boys walk off the fight it's incredible stuff. So Nolte would be my winner. Dan?
I know what I said, but I cannot vote against Christopher Plummer in Beginners. That is like an unbelievably great performance. Makes me cry every time I think about it. So,
Josh?
I do really actually like Warrior a lot, and I think Nolte is incredible in that film. Of the Oscar lineup, he was absolutely my actually pick for that win. But I'm voting for Chris New. I am. What I love about that performance is that is a character who clearly has so much insecurity, but you can tell how boisterous and charming he is, and the way as that movie progresses, how you have to needle out that emotion from him, and it's so raw. And I really do love the characterization of what New does in that film. So yeah, it's sort of borderline as to whether or not he even should be here, but it's just in terms of leader supporting, but he is in this lineup, and I'm going to vote for him.
Mm-hmm. Erik?
Okay. I really love Christopher Plummer here, and I am really glad that he has an Oscar. I wish during the whole season where he completely swept that his speeches were a little diverse, but it was exactly the same speech every single time. My group of raconteurs, like, shut up. Like, spin it different. Do something, please. And I think Jonah Hill is really, really good here.
Yeah, he is.
I think Nick Nolte is also really, really good. I'm not shading him when I was like, get him out of here. He's great. He's great. It might be his best nominated performance, honestly. Probably is.
So.
Yeah.
But I am absolutely going for Chris New here. 100%. Just, bottom rights. Absolutely. Just 100%. Yep. Absolutely.
Mark Johnson.
One of my favorite scenes in the history of film is in The Sound of Music when Christopher Plummer plays Edelweiss for his kids, and I weep every time I see it. And I loved him in Beginners, and there's no way I thought I was going to be alone on this. So thanks, Dano. But there's no way I could take the Oscar away from Plummer.
So does that mean I'm the tiebreaker?
Yeah, so Christopher Plummer wins.
I know where this is fucking going.
Well, this is really tough.
Is it?
And
two performances he hates.
I listened to all of your wonderful speeches, and
just rip the Band-Aid off.
My fellow,
just fucking do it.
You raconteurs, you. No, honestly, I'll keep it with Christopher Plummer. I don't hate this win. I think it's a great win.
It's a good win. Like, I'm not.
It's a very good win.
Either. Like, he's very deserving.
I love that it's for a Mike Mills film, and it's not for the fucking Last Station, that came out the year before. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually like a good performance. And reminds me a lot of Erik, in that film. Just an old gay man. And we love that representation here on this podcast. And so Christopher Plummer keeps his Oscar, and I agree with Mark.
I'm not mad at it at all.
No, I'm not mad at it either. No.
He's wonderful,
but it's like it worked out just in my favor.
Chris was winning no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dan.
This is long.
Best supporting actress.
We're like 3 categories in.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Fucking A.
Best supporting actress.
It's usually longer when we're in these sort of eras of films because we've seen a lot more. Yeah. Anyway, sorry,
Yeah.
Dan. Didn't mean to cut you off.
All right. So the best actress in a supporting role. The nominees were Berenice Bejo for The Artist,
What'd you call me?
Jessica Chastain, Jessica Chastain for The Help, Melissa McCarthy for Bridesmaids, Janet McTeer for Albert Nobbs, and the winner, Octavia Spencer for The Help.
Eat my shit.
That's an Oppenheimer.
Iconic.
Yeah.
That's an Oppenheimer category.
No.
It's not, but it's kind of rough.
Look, you keep Chastain and McCarthy, and you only need one more.
I would keep Octavia Spencer.
Oh, absolutely. She's great.
She's great in that film, regardless.
I would swap out Chastain's movie.
Yes,
but
I would consider that. But then I don't want to keep Bejo or whatever her name is. I get her out of here.
Yeah, I
such
I
a like a what are we doing
here?
The Artist is just 0 noms.
Yeah, and then like
we're like wipe it out.
And so I would either consider, but I don't know if I mean, I would consider a lot of other names before just swapping out Chastain's performance. She's already in, so it's not like.
No, but are we keeping Tits McGee here?
No, we could get Janet McTeer out for me too. I'm not keeping her.
She is good in Albert.
She is good. She's good.
She's as good as she can be.
She's better than Glenn Close.
Script, but she's good.
Yeah, she's better than Glenn Close. That's not saying.
I'm sorry, Eric. I'm still laughing at
McTeer and Bejo.
So Janet McTeer and Bejo, they're gone. We're gonna keep both of the Help ladies and Melissa McCarthy. So that's quick. Now the hard part: best supporting actress. Like laying the list of people. That
Rose Byrne.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, for
Well,
Bridesmaids.
okay.
Yeah. Well, she's in, Mark. For Carey Mulligan in Shame?
How do you know that? What?
Yeah, because you mentioned Shame a couple times already, buddy.
And
she's on my list.
Mulligan, oh my God, in Shame. Anyway, that's what I would
Her New York alone.
She's fantastic
have her
in
here.
Great.
I'd like to
I'm
throw
good
out.
with Byrne I'm good with Byrne and Mulligan and move on.
Me too. I can lock it down.
I can that one up.
I can live pretty happily with that as well. Though I do want to see. I mean, Josh, Dan, if you have some other names that you'd like to throw out.
Sarah Bayat for A Separation, as she's brilliant, and Charlotte Gainsbourg in Melancholia. Unless you want to say that she's a co-lead with Dunst.
No, I would call her supporting.
I would call her supporting. Yeah. Kate Winslet in Contagion. I know she dies and everything.
Gwyneth Paltrow in Contagion.
I mean, they're like legitimately. I think Kate Winslet's very good in that movie, and it's better than like half of her nominations, easily. And that's not hard. I think Cate Blanchett in Hannah's really good. I think she's
she's so much fun.
I think her wig is great.
I think her wig is wonderful. I think that movie's
very fun.
That movie's so much fun.
She is. Really fun.
If you want to talk about like the most mouth acting ever, it's Keira Knightley in A Dangerous Method.
I was gonna say, please,
like that underbite,
the spanking, all of it. Love it. She's incredible in that movie.
It's a really committed performance.
It really is.
Say
like,
that.
It's
she
goes
a lot. There.
She really does. I don't think it's good, but I
think she's good in it. I just
power to her for going for it.
She's not gone there in a long time. Like so those were. But I have Mulligan and I have Rose Byrne at the top of my list. So
I have two others that I just wanted to throw out. One, Angelica Houston in 50/50.
She's so good in that. Oh my God. So talk about a bad character written on the page was the Bryce Dallas Howard character in that one, Josh. She's like almost
I love
found in kitchen.
Yeah.
I do love Houston. And then the other one was Pernell Walker in Pariah. Another performance that I really, really
love. That.
Really good.
And you mentioned Gina Gershon and Killer Joe in the McConaughey conversation, who to me is the actual performance in that movie.
Yes.
In terms of what is being asked of her.
Yeah.
1000%.
Which is And also we could just put Jessica Chastain in twice. and have her for the Tree of Life.
I mean,
Or Take
seriously,
Shelter.
For Take Shelter.
Or Take
Yeah.
Shelter.
Take Shelter, Tree of Life.
Take
Yeah,
Shelter.
she had such a year.
And
This
then
was her.
the Debt too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
this
in the
was
yeah,
chat,
that
too.
is-
Yeah.
this
This
was
was
a
her year,
big
yeah.
coming out.
Or it's like she plays the younger version of Helen Mirren.
Sure.
It's actually like it's like a fine film. It's fun.
I remember like nothing from that movie.
You
I
should watch
remember
it.
liking it. And that was
Very
it.
little.
It's good. I think it's Mulligan and
I
Byrne.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Carrie
would be
Mulligan for Shame,
so
Rose
happy
Byrne
with that.
for Bridesmaids, Octavia Spencer and Jessica Chastain for The Help, and Melissa McCarthy for Bridesmaids. Dan, your winner. You have to pick something, Dan. It's an audio podcast.
I thought this at the time,
Yeah.
and I still think it now, even with our auditions. This Oscar should have gone to Melissa McCarthy.
I thought you were going to say Jessica Chastain.
Oh, I think that is one of the most brilliant, original, comedic performances I think I've ever seen. Everyone always complains, why doesn't comedy win Oscars? And then when we get the chance, they always go in the opposite direction. No, Melissa McCarthy deserved that fucking Oscar for this performance. Like, Jesus Christ, it made her a superstar.
Yeah. Josh?
Yeah, the addition of Rose Byrne makes this very difficult because I love her in Bridesmaids as well.
Did we give it to her for Spy?
We did give it to her just for
Okay.
Spy, which
So
is the
then-
reason why I
you
feel
can go
more
with
inclined
McCarthy.
to go with Melissa McCarthy, who was my winner in 2011 when I first saw the film. And I think she is still my winner today. And I agree with you, Dan, that as a comedic performance, it is just a powerhouse. And, everybody always talks about, obviously, shitting in the sink. And that's very funny. But honestly, a moment that also sticks with me a lot is when she's talking about the puppies.
Oh my God.
Yes.
When she's driving and they're all in their car. Like, I think about that moment too. Like, it's just so committed. And yes, this is what we always want from the Oscars. We want comedic performances that aren't like it's comedy, but there's some drama going on too. Like, no, this is full out broad comedy. And I love that she was nominated for it. And yeah, she would still have my vote today.
Mark Johnson.
Carrie Mulligan.
Carrie Mulligan for Shame. All right. Don't want to elaborate on that? Just
I think kind of already said it when I pushed for her, but I thought she was the performance of the year for this category at least.
okay. Eric Anderson.
This is kind of tough. I'm glad that Rose Byrne is here, but
Yeah.
Spy is the true comedic performance.
Yeah, it is.
So
And good on
it's-
us for giving her that award.
it's an honor just to be nominated, for her in here. I love Carrie Mulligan so much, and I'm so inclined to force a tie.
Yeah, do it.
But I don't
You've
want-
screwed me on Tree of Life all day. Give me Carrie.
Oh my God.
I really have. I really have.
You owe me. Just kidding.
So I am. Yeah, I'm gonna. Damn it.
I'm just going to say, you already have complained about this episode being too long and that you're going to
I know. I'm always the one that
Josh,
complains.
that's every episode with this
That's
man.
that's my whole brand.
He's like,
True.
let's do it in an hour, and it's like an hour.
I feel like
and a half
every
later.
category we have gone to a tie for somebody. So
I know. Okay, so I don't know where Ryan's gonna lean on this though.
That's the coin flip, baby.
that is, but you know
I'm
what?
a wild card.
I am gonna go with Carrie Mulligan to force a tie to also make up for the lack of Tree of Life, but because I love the performance so much.
And she's
I'm
never
sorry, you
won
can't. You just
still.
can't like
She
listen
should
and
have an
watch
Oscar.
her sing that song and not just be gutted.
Have we given Carrie Mulligan an Oscar already? We didn't.
For
We haven't
what?
done that.
I don't think so.
We didn't give
No.
it. We didn't do it for 09, Josh.
No.
We didn't do that then,
Education.
and we will
We
be
didn't do
doing.
it for that. No.
And we do 2020. We did 2020 last year, and we didn't give it to her then. Thank God.
No. No, we
and-
wiped that category.
Yeah, we did. Thank God.
Right.
Um, and then
She's not winning for Maestro.
but she's not going to win for Maestro. Not even
we
when we
haven't
do
done
that
that
in
yet,
2 years.
but
Yeah,
she ain't gonna win for Maestro. So.
She's not going to win that one.
No.
But McCarthy is like, I remember seeing
It's comedy.
Bridesmaids.
We complain all
I know.
the time about
Fucking
comedy. Now
brilliant.
you recognize
You know how much I
brilliant.
love giving comedic winners when I get the chance. The thing about it is like when McCarthy was nominated, it was such a breakout role.
Yeah.
It was this jolt of energy out there. Now, you can argue that this nomination brought on almost a decade worth of shit performances in movies.
Well, that only when she's working with her husband.
Exactly.
Only when she's working with her husband.
That's the
But
problem.
her husband's in the film. He's the Sky Marshal.
Yeah, but
Actually,
yeah,
that scene is really, really funny.
And it's really good, though. That's the thing.
With him.
This movie, what this movie did was give us Spy.
Yes,
and
it did.
what was the other one she did with Paul Feig?
The Heat.
Ghostbusters.
The
and
Heat.
The Heat.
Yeah.
And the Heat and
Well,
Spy
don't mention the
are both like
Ghostbusters. We don't-
classics.
yeah. We're not.
No,
we're not
I
litigating that
I
on
think
this.
Ryan is right. She kind of like she zeroed in on a very specific time of a type of comedic performance where it was just, and then took it to SNL too, where it was just like how can I just be fat and funny, and that was like it really limited her scope of comedy.
Yeah.
When it kind of
But then
felt like it should have done more with this.
But then she has an incredible nomination in 2018 for a performance that I say should have won the Oscar then.
wouldn't argue
in that lineup. That's always my little controversial opinion there.
Can You Ever Forgive Me, right?
Yeah, Can You Ever Forgive Me, which is a great film. Mulligan in this movie, though, I mean, what a character. It's a lot. And her performance alongside Michael Fassbender is incredible, and I love Shame. I really do. I never got the hate because a lot of people were hating on this performance. I remember at the time.
I
for
remember
Carey
that
Mulligan.
too.
And I
don't remember that.
It wasn't perceived as well as I think it has been now. Like it's.
I think that there are some writing things that you could have some issues with, but I don't think that is her.
No. It's on the page. It's not with her performance.
Not the character. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Oh, man, this is really tough. I'm gonna go with Melissa McCarthy.
Woo.
I would not have given her probably the win at the time, but over time, like that performance has stayed because of what Bridesmaids is. It's that screenplay and it's that discovery. And she had this, and then I think she went on to win the Emmy at the same time.
The next year.
So it was, and so it was like really her time. And I think Mulligan's great in that film. She'd be my runner-up in this category, obviously, from the nominees. If Jessica Chastain, if we had done the Take Shelter maybe thing instead, or instead of just for her and The Help, she had an incredible year. But McCarthy would be my winner here. And I think it's a comedic performance, and we did this for Rose Byrne, and it kind of makes sense that we would do it. And then I'm glad that Rose Byrne's here because she's hysterical in this movie. But there's just something, Josh, you're right. The stuff about like the corgis and then like how you're introduced to her, and and not to understate it, but the shitting scene is hysterical. It's her physical. It's what she's done now on SNL and on other movies, but when it came out and still is, it's still fresh and hysterical and rewatchable entirely because of this sort of Titanic comedic performance that's in there, which is her. So Melissa McCarthy is our winner.
Love it.
I can't be mad at it.
Yeah.
Mark Johnson,
it's one of the best comedic performances of all.
Yeah. It's insane. And the fact that it was a nominee, like we didn't have to put it in.
Yeah.
Like that's the other thing. It's like they actually. This is what I talked about earlier when like some of the populist things made it in. They threw a bone to this movie, and it was that and screenplay. Mark, best actor.
Okay, Best Actor. Jean Dujardin won this for The Artist. He also had Demian Bashir for A Better Life, George Clooney for The Descendants, Gary Oldman for Tinker Tailor, Soldier Spy, and Brad Pitt for Moneyball.
All right.
Honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. I think this is a really good lineup.
Okay, well,
John Dujardin's gone, right? We can get him out of here.
You tried. Dan, you tried.
I'm sorry.
The way Jean Dujardin is effortlessly, flawlessly channeling a very specific kind of 1930s, and he does not have the benefit of dialogue like all the other men in this category do. That is a full-on movie star performance.
What were those
and we are
leading
going to effortlessly and flawlessly get him out of this category.
Daniel, I agree with you. I think he's terrific. I'm probably the biggest hater around here of The Artist, but I do think Dujardin is terrific. The problem is there's 3 performances that I would want over all 5 of these.
I have 5.
I need 2 to go.
There are two performances I keep and the rest can go. And though the only 2 I would only keep Oldman and Pitt. That's it.
I would only keep Pitt.
I still love Bashir's being one of those that I remember it very, very specifically because it was Entertainment Weekly in the summertime that was like, let's keep an eye out. Let's make this happen. Advocacy, and it happened all the way through the season, and that was really kind of rare. He really was able to do that. So, and it's a good
movie.
He's fantastic.
I love A Better Life. That's actually a movie that was one of my
favorites. What if we kicked out Clooney and Dujardin?
That's exactly where I was going to go.
What if we did that?
Absolutely.
That's where I was heading.
Someone out, it has to be Clooney.
I love that Shailene Woodley never even got a mention in our
Who? Well, she can take a bath or something. I don't know.
She got crystals or something that
she's playing with them in the corner or something. Doesn't she got some mud to play with? I don't know.
The tonic she can drink. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, whatever Aaron Rodgers is drinking.
Well, she's not with Aaron Rodgers anymore. That was like 10 years ago.
So what?
Josh Allen,
she got some peyote to smoke. You know what I mean? All right.
Let's do this.
John Dujardin, Clooney, out.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Michael Shannon, Take Shelter.
He's giving a dual performance basically in Shame. So.
Yeah.
What are that
dual performance?
What do you mean?
Talk about Dominic Cooper in The Devil's Double.
I knew that was going to be brought up. I knew that. What a wild performance.
Acting talent, not necessarily what I was appreciating Dominic Cooper for.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
I love Michael Shannon in Take Shelter, but the one I'd put ahead of him is Gosling in Drive.
I was going to say the same thing. Ryan Gosling in Drive, I think, is one of those performances that is so easy to kind of overlook because it's just stoic, silent type man in that kind of a movie.
Fierce.
But that performance I feel like it actually has so much more depth than you are expecting. And he is able to create this ocean of character within him with just looks and silence. And I actually think it is an incredible performance. It's one of the best in his career.
He's fantastic in that.
I think he's good.
It's his best.
I would take the Michaels over him. I'd take Jack Black and Bernie over him. I would take
Tom Cullen. Are we not going to mention Tom Cullen?
I was going to say, I'll have
I would be with you, Eric, but I feel like we've already gotten so much more out of Weekend than I was anticipating, and I don't think we could do that again to Ryan.
I mean,
I'm willing to let Tom Cullen go.
If we only get one of the actors
nominated,
no. That is unacceptable to me.
I mean, I guess it is good that we got the actual gay in, but yeah.
Yeah, obviously I would be very much in favor of Tom Cullen, but I am willing to compromise on him.
I mean, Fassbender and Gosling just make
both of them in.
Fassbender and Gosling make total sense.
It would make me extremely happy.
I mean, listen, I got people written down here. There's no way in hell they're going to get even a mention.
Oh, me too. I'm not going to stump for Jamie Bell and Jake Gyllenhaal, but
I'm not going to stoop for Bradley Cooper and Limitless, which I think is an absolute amazing performance.
Yeah, please don't.
Wow.
Or Hardy and Edgerton and Warrior, who are both phenomenal.
I mean, I would stump for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt in 50-50, I also really
like. He's great.
You guys love that movie.
It's a good. When was the last time
you
saw
movie.
it? It's really
I'm
good.
probably never.
When it
You
came
never seen
out,
50-50?
I don't remember it at all, so I
it's worth
don't know.
seeing.
It's the one where he has
It's worth
cancer.
seeing.
Daniel Craig and Dragon
Yeah.
Tattoo.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No.
Yeah, there's Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, Jamie Bell, Daniel Craig. There's some fun choices.
Yeah.
But anyway, Gosling and
But did any of them hang off the Burj Khalifa?
Fassbender, right?
Did any of them hang off the Burj Khalifa? Tom Cruise and Mission
It's just
Impossible.
too bad there
Ghost
wasn't a
Protocol.
category for stunts.
Oh shit. Well, Antonio Banderas, The Skin I Live In.
Oh God,
Consider that anytime.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
The dude in a separation. I can never remember his name.
The dude in the separation.
Imam Muadi, yeah.
You just gotta love the way that rolled off the tongue from Mark there.
Come on, like I'm gonna
That
try and
was-
pronounce that. Come
That was
on.
hard for him to say.
Yeah,
We should make actually.
We should actually make him say the name.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, you fucked that one up even. So
Yeah, I can't say that stuff.
Josh,
That's
would
all
you?
right.
Josh, would you stump for Matt Damon and We Bought a Zoo?
Oh Jesus.
I will take a pass on that one.
An absolutely embarrassing year for him. He had that and The Adjustment Bureau. You remember that movie?
Oh,
I think
remember the
Bureau's
Adjustment Bureau.
fun.
I don't
remember
mind
being
Adjustment
okay.
Bureau. I like.
I don't
it.
remember much from it.
It's
I
But he's
remember being
Damon is really good in Contagion. He is really good in it.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Oh
he's
my
like,
God, your boner for that movie. My
it's a great movie.
God.
Fucking watch it, lady.
I have. I like it, but like, I'm. Oh my goodness,
It's great.
you act like it owes you money.
Hey, it does. What else? Anybody else? No, I think we
No,
just
I
nailed
think
this.
we have our
Gosling.
choices.
Yeah,
All
I
you
think we already
crazy,
had the two
stupid
names
love
already.
lovers aren't gonna stump for Steve Carell.
Nope.
No, not really.
He's
no,
not the
no,
reason
no.
the movie is good.
No, he's not. Yeah, everybody else is.
He's good though.
He's
I
good,
feel
though.
bad for Michael Shannon though, because he is so
Yeah,
good.
he's
in
so
Take
good in
Shelter.
that
He's
movie,
number
man.
six.
Incredible in Take
He's
Shelter.
so
number
fucking
six.
good.
Yeah,
He should win that.
but I'm not.
fucking
I'm not
category.
bending from. Well,
I mean, I would.
Fassbender and Gosling.
Well, yeah.
What do you,
Choice of words.
What'd you say there, dear?
Aside.
I mean, like, to be fair, I would go Shannon over Gosling. We got Gosling in for Crazy Stupid Love. I don't need the double nom, but I get it. Like, it is.
Yeah,
one of
I mean,
those- it's
I'm not
one of
going
those
to the
nods.
Eiffel Tower with Michael Shannon, but I will with Ryan Gosling and Michael Fassbender.
imagine that scenario
So-
with Take Shelter, Michael Shannon. That's going to be
No.
aggressive in the
like-
bunker, literally.
Too
Oh my
many.
God.
No, I don't want that at either end of me. I don't want that energy coming at me. No.
Not at all. The
It's
conspiracy
coming
theories,
down!
just like
Yeah.
no, no, thank you.
Okay, Damon
Too much.
Bashir, Gary Oldman, Brad Pitt, Ryan Gosling, Michael Fassbender. It's actually it's a really good lineup.
It's a good lineup.
That's
It's a
insane.
gorgeous. It's like the hottest
It's
lineup
insane.
maybe that has ever been in this category.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
and then there's Michael Shannon on the outside looking in.
Okay,
Oh.
you know
The cuck,
he can
you know?
he can have the cuck chair.
Yeah,
That's fine,
exactly.
whatever.
Mark, your winner.
That is so tough. I'd be between Gosling and Fassbender, and boy, I'm gonna go Fassbender. I don't think he's gonna win, but I just love everything about that performance and that movie, and that's where I'll go.
Erik.
So yeah, this is one of the fun things about doing this show is when the people or films that we introduce as nominees become like the favorites, and those are my two favorites, Gosling and Fassbender, that we chose. This is incredibly difficult. Both fantastic for very, very different reasons. But I think about Gosling, and have we done what's the Blue Valentine year? Have we done that year yet?
That's next year, I think, right?
Yeah, that's 2012, right?
No,
Right?
that was 2010. We didn't do
2010.
it. We didn't have
didn't
time
get
to do it last year.
Yeah. No. So we will be
Because-
doing it in a couple of years.
Okay, good, because he should have won for that, and he didn't even get nominated.
Should have been fucking nominated. It was fucking
so-
embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's one of his best performances. then there's like Lars and the Real Girl. He's got a bunch of like those movies.
Place Beyond the Pines.
Pines. Yeah. There's
Yes.
a little, more or less that. Yeah.
Okay.
Supporting. It's good.
Yeah.
This is such a hyper masculine straight guy fucking
Yeah, it is.
thing here.
So pick Gary Oldman, which is the gayest
Not
performance.
my brand. Gary Oldman finally getting a nomination
As George Smiley.
when he should have had like 4 by now.
And if you give him the win here, we don't have to worry about the fucking.
No, because when we get to 1986, it'll be
That's
Sid and
huge.
Nancy. So
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
okay,
Or
no.
Leon
Oh
Bush.
my God. All right, now I'm gonna go with Ryan Gosling. I just think it is a ridiculously great performance. I just think about him pushing Carey Mulligan to the back of the elevator.
I've
That
never
is-
stopped thinking about that since I saw this movie.
I know it's like everything that's involved in that. It's that it's slightly slow motion. It's exactly where the camera is, but I don't care. It's him for me.
Yeah.
It is him in that moment. And it's not that it's just chivalrous or whatever or bravado. It's all, I mean, it is that, but it's all of that. I don't know. There is something very classic about this performance. You could have this performance 50 years ago, obviously without all the violence and whatever, but there's just, I don't know, there's something really incredible about it. And I'll just put, Michael Fassbender's dick in my pocket and keep that for later.
It sounds like the new song for the Wonka sequel.
It's a deep pocket though, like a
In
carpenter's
your pockets.
Yeah.
Hey,
Cargo pants.
there you go.
There a screw off top of that thing that you're putting in your pocket?
Yeah, wow. Josh, let's go ahead.
I am actually going to vote for Brad Pitt in Moneyball. I think that performance is like the classic movie star role that we just really hardly get anymore. And for all of his career of chasing, Redford down, that route of trying to be prestige, like filmmaker, behind the scenes person, but also bring gravitas to your lead characters. I just think that this is the perfect match for that. And the way that he is able to embody this rather stoic character, but he's also like loose at times too. You feel that he can be funny, but he's also deadly serious about what he's invested in. And I think one of the main reasons why that movie does work so well is because you are following Pitt all the way through it. And it's one of those performances that I think it's easy to watch it, and it feels like it would be an easy performance to pull off, but it kind of takes a movie star to do it. And it's a specific skill that I think Brad Pitt does exceptionally well in that film. And I love the movie, and a large part of that is because of what Brad Pitt's doing. So he's going to be my vote for Best Actor.
Love it. Dan Bear.
Josh, I'm so happy you said that. I thought I was going to be all alone.
Oh, no.
God, here we go.
I thought I was going to be all alone voting for Brad Pitt, but yeah, it's everything you said. And there is, when you get to the end of that movie and he has that release listening to the recording from his daughter, it's just like you really feel that.
So
and
good.
in a way that I was not expecting from this movie at all. He's brilliant. The entire movie basically rests on his shoulders and he carries it effortlessly. I think it's a tremendous movie star performance, and yeah, he probably should have won the Oscar for it.
Oh,
Definitely
man.
over Dujardin.
Can't be
Dujardin, please.
Dujardin, whatever. I can't.
Dan.
It's close enough, Dan. Like,
Okay. Mark made a great case for Michael Fassbender, which was, I think, the snub of the morning for me back in 2011. I didn't understand. I remember seeing Shame in a theater, and I was one of 6 people, and by the end of the movie, it was myself. That was it. And I was the only one that...
that's why he did get nominated.
Yeah, exactly. Truly a homophobic crowd. The minute he goes to the gay bar with or the gay club with the guys, when everybody left, and I was like, "Fuck you guys." This movie's awesome, and it's that tracking shot that McQueen has of him running it's just so good. Gosling's incredible. His year, I love celebrating actors in years when they've had crazy diversity within their roles. We talked about Crazy Stupid Love earlier, and in this, they're completely different. And you can't believe they're coming from the same person. But then there's like those years where you're like, somebody delivered their best performance, and even if they're next to these two incredible performances that should have got nominated, somebody's best work should have got celebrated. And that's Brad Pitt. Because his best work of his career is in Moneyball. Because he's channeling all that movie star charisma and putting it into one of the saddest sacks in all of sports. Like Billy Beane is literally like, he describes it as we're counting cards at the blackjack table. There's a moment in the script where they're talking about like, their heart's been cut out, their kidneys have been taken to the Yankees, and there's that moment where he's like, I need more money, and he's begging it to the owner, and the owner just looks at him and is like, what else do you got? And he's just trying to find a way this whole time, but the movie starts on him just listening to this game, the team falling apart and losing. And that is what that character is the bridesmaid, never the bride. And he plays it so well. And he could be the coolest guy in that building as that general manager and trying to find all the way. And yet there's still the small fish in the pond, and they're never going to get the food. And that scene with the Red Sox and him turning it down, and to Dan's point of listening to his daughter's song and everything, it all works because Pitt is so good in this movie and getting you to buy in to this guy who was a number one pick and fell apart and has had to play catch up this entire time. And, I think we gave Pitt the Oscar and kept his Oscar for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Because I didn't think that we would be
because I wasn't there.
Yeah, because Josh wasn't there. And also because I didn't think that we would be having this vote today. I thought I would be like having to split the vote again and that Pitt wouldn't be winning this Oscar. But he totally deserved it because this is, and I didn't understand at the time in 2011 that we were doing the Desjardins versus Clooney because that's what it was. And I was sitting there going like, no, but Brad Pitt's delivered the fucking best performance of his career. Why the fuck are we doing that? And he was clear third the entire time. But he got 3 votes today, and he's our best actor winner. I think it's a great performance.
And he would be a real Oscar winner just a couple of years later.
Exactly.
Yes.
And in this case, too, he would also be, because literally the next year, right? For 12 Years a Slave. As a producer?
In 2 years, yes.
2 years, yes.
He would be Academy Award winner Brad Pitt. Yes.
But that's where Mark would say, absolutely no. And ruin everything.
Yep.
Now, if you said a film by Academy Award winner Brad Pitt, I would have been okay with that. But
oh my God, he didn't.
Semantics.
He didn't direct the movie either.
He produced it, though.
Mark, I swear to God, I want to see you and tell you I'm going to push you down a mountain.
I will die on that hill alone.
You're gonna die on the highest hill until you're right.
The Paramount publicity department. I remember when The Big Short came out, they were still crediting him as Academy Award nominee Brad Pitt.
There you go.
No, they were wrong.
All right,
they were wrong.
So rude and wrong.
So congrats to Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Runner-up would have been Fassbender. What he does in Shame.
I mean, obviously,
he's great. Yeah.
Very good.
I can't be mad at Pitt here. It's
really sad they never released
his best nomination.
Really sad they never released Shame in like VistaVision. Can you imagine Shame in VistaVision?
I think Plummer is the only person that's won today that I voted for win, and I haven't. All the other winners I've been like, okay, I get it.
I want to see Shame in IMAX. I need that thing in 7 stories.
4DX.
Go.
You know what I mean?
Don't even. When he's when he's jogging, I want to be right in those sweatpants.
Imagine like
just
the chair
boom,
shaking
boom,
with
boom,
the
window scene. Yeah,
the window scenes. It's just like
exactly.
Bam, bam. Yeah, exactly.
Every tap, just the chair moves too. Yeah,
we are all the window. right now.
God,
We've already been recording for too long.
yeah, I know.
Best
Best
director.
best actress, Josh Parham.
Actress still. Oh my god, we still have actress.
We haven't even done best
categories.
actress yet.
You
It's
you
because
only
we
get
spent
one
30
name.
minutes on adapted screenplay.
Yeah.
It
All right,
always
best
happens.
actress. We've got
Okay.
a lot of
This
gems in this
is
category.
rough.
There is a Meryl Streep for The Iron Lady, who
Hell
was the
yeah.
winner.
Yeah.
Glenn Close in Albert Nobbs, Viola Davis in The Help, Rooney Mara in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and Michelle Williams for My Week with Marilyn.
What if I said there's only one worthy nominee here?
Bomb?
No.
Bomb.
You can't do it
This
for Rooney.
category is rough. Nope, she's the only one that should be here.
I don't even think that. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, like I could very easily make an entirely new category.
Yeah, but we just
Without
used
bringing
it. We
I know. I don't.
This is
gonna be
No,
worse.
if the category deserves it.
It is.
There's gonna
Dan's
be
right.
worse categories. There's gonna be worse categories in
I
the
knew
year.
this was coming up, and that's why when we did the retrospective last time, even though it was great that what Mark did and the chaos that he provided, I was expecting the bomb to be used here. And now that we
This
have
is why we should have a bomb every episode.
no, we're
Every
not.
episode, it makes sense. It's
Oh,
fun
yeah,
to.
yeah.
It does.
It's chaos.
No,
It's fun.
No.
Where will they use it? Will they?
no,
use
because
it?
you need to be like, children nowadays that can stream everything. You need to learn some disappointment in life. Okay, so like this is the whole like your movie's
We're
not a
literally
blockbuster.
making our own rules.
I know.
This
And
is
we made
our
the-
show.
Josh made the
Right.
rules with me,
Damn it,
and
Josh.
Josh is the keeper of the keys.
No,
No,
That
you
is
made
not
the
true.
rules, Ryan.
no.
Josh,
I'm
was
not
just
doing
having a
that.
whole
Josh,
huge
do you want to bomb every
program.
episode? No.
Fun.
You know
You
you
don't.
He
know you
kind of
don't.
does. He
No,
almost
No, you
does.
know you don't, Josh.
It's
But how
very
about every
tempting,
other-
but
every
I like
other
restraint. I do like
Yeah.
restraint at times, though.
There you go.
That means we have to keep
Three of
one
these?
really bad performance of the three that are really bad.
Mhm.
I mean, there's actually kind of four bad performances.
I was gonna
But
say, I
three-
It
can't
really
figure who the-
is. Yeah,
Three
they're
of them
all bad.
are horrific.
We most other than
Three of them
Daniel,
are horrific. One of them is deeply problematic.
We
I
we
think.
agree with keeping Rooney, right? Of the
Yeah,
five?
she's it.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
She's the only
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
But
So then what's the next best to keep?
Michelle Williams.
I would say Michelle Williams.
Mm.
I'm not
I'd
saying
say
I like it.
Viola, but-
I'm saying it's the most-
either,
It's the
It's
lead.
either
Lesser of
Davis or
four
Williams.
evils.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
I'd
are
say
the
it's
three. Those are the
Davis.
three I'd keep.
See, here's
Yeah.
the thing I would do.
So I think that
I
makes
would
sense.
I
You've been
would
close.
get rid of Viola Davis and Meryl Streep. And here is why. Meryl Streep, it's a horror performance. And Viola Davis has come out and said she hates this performance. She doesn't like it. She, it's one that, she was like, if I would have won, it would have not looked good. I like the performance, but I get it. It's also kind of borderline supporting because the
It
real
is
lead of
borderline
that
supporting.
because that lead
Yeah.
performance
Yeah,
is
that's the,
So
Emma
that's the real
Stone?
reason she lost anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a main reason.
it's
that she
yeah,
lost.
that and Streep.
Weinstein.
In that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I mean,
I would keep Glenn Close and Michelle Williams and Rooney Mara, and then I would get rid of Viola Davis and Meryl Streep. That's what I would do.
I would keep
intrigued.
Viola only because I think she is doing much more with a god awful script
Yeah.
than either.
that's fair.
Meryl or Michelle Williams are.
I just think
I kind of want to keep Glenn Close.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I
at
mean,
this
it's
point.
certainly
she's not gonna
a.
win.
I kind of want to keep Glenn Close also, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like that performance is not good, but it has stayed with me. Like I have to say that.
yeah. But
I want to keep
Her-
Glenn
her-
Close to move it along.
Glenn Close without makeup and just being a boy is so Eddie Redmayne coded. And I say that both as a compliment and
And
derogatory.
sorry.
It's both, yeah.
We heard the
Because
tone. It wasn't
She
great.
looks
Rough.
fucking weird
Yeah.
as
It's
a boy.
uncanny.
It's very
She,
alien.
she looks like
Yeah.
Eddie Redmayne doing Tintin. And when I say it out loud, I'm like, okay, I'm here for it.
But like,
actually,
does
I
the
will
Viola,
never be here for
Execution,
Streep,
it's
though.
not. No.
but does the
No,
Viola
Streep's
Davis,
out.
but kicking Viola Davis out for those reasons and everything, they make sense, right? But if you're just judging it off of the performance, it is a good
the thing,
performance.
like-
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to use her thoughts on it as like a main driver for my choice. That seems kind of, I don't know. It's a little too. I don't know. It's taking yourself out of the choice, really.
Actors are too close to their own work to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You don't need to be that woke, Ryan.
Well, no,
Jeez.
There
listen.
you go.
No, I just when she recontextualizes her career, I think that she's just mentioned that she's not proud of that work, and she's much happier that she won for Fences, and I think
as
that's
she should be,
because
but,
it's
like-
not
Should be.
a maid or a slave or the
yeah.
traditional, when you literally have Octavia Spencer right there winning an Oscar for being maid.
Exactly.
I get it.
No, I get it. I also thought, I was like, it's just so weird that she's in lead, because the lead of the film is Emma Stone. Like,
Yes,
that's
it is.
and
I
so
mean, yeah.
that's
Yes, it
another
is.
reason why I had to push her out and keep.
I
In
so
a
just think she's
terrible
very
performance.
easily giving the best performance of this group. Like,
Yeah.
sorry to her,
Mm.
but
Oh, I don't think so.
no, she's not giving the best performance of this.
or at least one of the
No.
top 2 or 3. Like,
Yeah.
Third, maybe.
Third,
If you-
yeah.
Okay.
Third at best.
All right. So Streep is out. What are we all saying for the other one?
I say Davis is
Let's
out
get to
for
it.
me.
Okay.
Dan,
I'll say close.
you'll say close. Okay.
I say Michelle Williams has to be out. I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting.
That whole movie is just.
You know,
Ugh.
I mean, we can
honestly,
keep close in Davis, and we can get out.
I'm
Michelle
gonna-
Williams.
I'm going to say Williams as well should be out because it is the most uninteresting, unnuanced
It's just
Maryland performance.
That's
There's
true.
nothing to
Speaking
it
of Eddie
that-
Like,
Redmayne,
there's some good stuff
that
in
hadn't
it,
been
but it's like
done.
right.
Josh,
It's spiritless.
Yeah.
Josh,
You know, I've actually been sitting here thinking. I want the bomb.
Thank you.
I want the bomb. I do, because I actually
Thank you.
I was looking at
Rooney.
what we do actually have coming up. I actually don't think there might be a reason to use the bomb in any retrospective that is coming up. Honestly, I want the bomb here. I do.
Thank
I want it.
you. Thank you.
I can't because I think
Or
you-
You're really
to
just
erase
avoiding the
all
bomb.
of that, but
You're really
yeah.
just avoiding the bomb to save one performance.
Yeah,
That
I was
comes
thinking
down
about
to
it. I
But
want
it's
the
my
bomb.
Not
it's
worth
my
it.
it's my
it's my winner.
it's my winner though.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry, but
That's why I won't vote for
I want
that
the bomb.
because-
Nate, do we have an agreement upon to using a majority?
If we don't have
to
an
use?
agreement for the bomb, then I will give it.
We have a majority for bomb. Dan, are
I
I
you?
do
know
have-
that I am in. I am
Dan's
very
pro
much
bomb.
in.
If we don't want it, I will back off from it. But I was like
Mark's
literally
not.
looking at what we have coming up, and I think this
I'm
is
not. Eric, that gives you the deciding opinion.
okay. No, all right.
bomb?
I literally said I want to bomb every episode, but
Yeah, but not this category.
I'm not kicking
Rooney
out-
Mara.
yeah, Rooney
Yeah.
Mara keeps
Okay.
this from happening.
I'm just gonna say I don't know if we're gonna have another opportunity to use the bomb later. I'm just
You
gonna
don't
say
know.
that. Looking at what's ahead, I don't know.
We'll make
All
it.
right.
we'll make
I
one
mean,
up.
it kind of opens up for then something fun down the road to use the bomb.
yeah, and it depends on who the podcast
the
lineup
people are
is too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Who's more malleable too?
So
that we
Josh,
can
if no
force.
bomb, sorry, we'll have to put that back in the. You know.
Then I would want Michelle Williams out.
Then Michelle Williams is out. We keep Glenn Close, Viola Davis, and Rooney Mara, and we kick
Okay.
out Michelle Williams and Meryl Streep. So now we are to Best Actress. We have 2 spots to fill. I actually think we have 1 spot to fill because I think
Yeah.
Kirsten Dunst
Kirsten
spot.
fucking Dunst
is in for Melancholia,
Agree.
and so 1 spot left.
Kristen Wiig for Bridesmaids,
Kristen Wiig for
Mhm.
Bridesmaids,
and Charlie
I'm gonna-
Theron for Young Adult.
Elizabeth
Mhm.
Olsen
The
for
fact that she
Martha,
wasn't nominated was
Marcy,
insane.
May, Marlene.
Olsen was my pick. Yeah.
I Go ahead,
The
Josh,
one that I
please.
really wanted was Tilda Swinton. I
Yeah.
love her, and we need to talk about
Incredible. One of the all-time worst, got everything and then snubbed at the end. I would also stump for Olivia Colman in Tyrannosaur.
Oh, she's so good in that.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Olivia Colman.
Olivia
Is that this
Colman.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaur was this year?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Yes, it is. I checked
and-
I think it might have had a festival run in 2010,
released
but
in
it
the
came out
States
in
I would've-
Edipeno
mentioned-
Aduye for Pariah, obviously.
Yep, she was also on my
Yes.
list.
Oh,
On my
God,
list. And Meryl Streep's list. If you remember that Golden
Yep.
Globes speech.
Mhm. I mean, obviously, like this group here, we
Iconic
know.
speech.
We
Yeah,
know.
great speech.
Oh, I loved it so much.
It's
It's a really good list.
If I would
Yeah.
have thought about Tyrannosaur.
Peter Millen. Yeah, Peter Millen.
love Peter
would
Millen.
is- Yeah, I should have had him on my list.
My vote's going to be for Coleman for Tyrannosaur.
Hell, see, look at that. Look at that.
Or
I
Johnson.
didn't think that was this year. I don't
Look
know.
at that.
Absolutely shocking. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dunst,
Okay.
of course, but I think we all agree on Dunst.
Yeah,
right?
well, Dunst is like
Dunst
locked in.
and Coleman are my picks.
Dunst is in. All right. So that's Mark's pick. Dan, you have one pick.
Charlize Theron for young adult.
Charlize
Very,
Theron.
very easy. She's so brilliant in that movie.
Josh
Mine was Swinton.
Swinton. Okay. Erik
I picked Coleman.
Coleman. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Coleman and Dunst. So
Oh.
you can either create a tie.
I
or
like
Coleman
like
wins.
Coleman a lot. I mean, Elizabeth Olsen would have been my choice.
Oh.
Vote for Olsen.
Great.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for
First.
I'm gonna vote for
Yeah.
Elizabeth Olsen for Martha Marson.
Okay, good. Coleman. So Coleman's in.
And
So, then Coleman's in.
Coleman can go through, but
Again, I say those five would have been a really great category.
Oh my God. See, look, Mark, we did it.
Yeah, we did it. We did something.
The Gay Straight Alliance.
There it is.
Yay!
I
Coleman-
can be bought. I can be bought.
I know.
Coleman, Dunst,
Very cheap.
Close, Davis, Mara. Those are the five. Josh Parham. Who's your winner?
Easy. Crazy.
That's tough.
With this lineup, I think it is, to me, very easily Kirsten Dunst. Like, I don't think there's really much competition or honestly much else to be said.
Dan.
Kirsten Dunst, and it's not even close. She should have been sweeping this category all fucking season.
Yes. Mark.
I can't argue with Dunst. That's a great pick. I'm going to go Rooney Mara.
Rooney Mara.
I love her in Dragon Tattoo.
I love that. Erik Anderson.
Oh, here we go. This just means that I'm going to force a tie to you again, Ryan. Why do you keep doing this? Why do you get to be the
No, because I
decider?
didn't think you were
Yeah.
doing that. Who are you
know what
picking?
he's gonna vote for.
It's
I don't know who
it's
Ryan's-
either
who's
Dunst or
Ryan?
Mara for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
And I
Those-
have to
those choices.
decide if I'm just gonna end it here or
You know
create
what,
a
Eric?
tie.
Just take
Just
the
do what you
control
gotta
out.
do,
You know
buddy.
what Ryan's gonna vote for.
I mean,
He's
Ryan already
said
said
who
his winner is, so it's not
Yeah, so
like-
like,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
even
not
again,
know.
really-
I didn't.
go
what
with
did
your
Ryan say? I
heart.
didn't even hear.
One
So
of
let
my
Ryan-
favorite things about this whole process is when we have somebody that was not nominated and we get them in and get them a win. That's like a really
Yeah.
fun part about this.
We have not done that
do
today.
it.
Rooney
So-
Mara at least got in,
Yeah.
and it's so deserved. And I would love her as a winner, would be pretty great, especially like in the original lineup. My
Yeah.
God.
She's the winner of the
I-
original lineup for sure.
It was
No
so
question.
easy, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
No.
The thing about Dunst, though, is that she already at this point was giving fantastic performances,
Correct.
unrecognized in a wide variety, but largely comedies.
And
You
Sophia
know,
Coppola's
it's yes. So there's
The gorgeous. Right?
Drop Dead Gorgeous. Period. End of sentence.
I know, right?
Absolutely.
Bring it on.
Should be in.
on.
Bring it on. My
Sure.
favorite
Interview with the
dunce
Vampire
movie of all time.
Oh my God! Interview.
So, with that, I need Kirsten Dunst to have an Oscar.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So she's going to have one.
Damn
That's the
right.
correct answer. Kirsten Dunst, I would give her the win. And this wasn't going to be controversial. It was just going to be Mark picking Rooney Mara and the four of us picking.
No, I love Rooney Mara
Like,
so
She's
much.
fantastic. To be clear,
I
Rooney
fully-
Mara's my
I
winner
fully
of the
endorse.
5 original, but we threw Kirsten Dunst into this category, and I agree with Dan. Like, it made one press conference derails an entire Oscar campaign, and that,
And you can watch her face in that moment.
and from that moment she
I
went,
mean,
I can stay at home and have other plans. You know what I mean? Like,
it did give us a very lasting
who said
meme
it?
reaction.
Yes.
It did.
Who said the quote? The comment? Who said? I don't remember.
Lars
It was
von Trier.
It was Lars von Trier, yeah.
Yeah. At the Cannes press conference.
Yeah, and you could literally see the life get sucked out of the room. Like, it was, and it had such an ovation and everything. And then, like, yeah, it just been like, yeah, we're not going to touch that.
Why hold that against Dunst though?
It was. They didn't hold it against Dunst. They held it against the movie.
Yeah, and she was a byproduct of that. So yeah,
Well,
welcome to how it is sometimes. You know, Mark.
mean-
Sometimes for you know, in this world, women are treated unfairly because of the things that men say. I don't know if you know that or not. But anyway,
I think in the real world, though, she was not really that close to
Yeah.
getting in. I don't think it was like some kind of. It wasn't a snub in the sense that Tilda Swinton was a snub.
no,
She
Tilda
was
Swinton
really,
got it. There
really
we
far.
go. Yeah.
She won Cannes. She won Cannes.
But this movie is such a difficult watch, especially
Yeah.
for the
Oh my
Academy in
God.
2011. Like,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would. It would.
For sure,
I think
for
she'd
sure.
do better now.
yes,
I think
Oh,
she
100% she should do way better now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she do now
I mean-
better now because it is a more internationally leaning voting body, and she's now had an Oscar nomination since, and you know it's a
Yeah.
challenge. And,
Critics were very favorable to
Yeah.
her.
oh, absolutely.
So she won National Society of Film
But
Critics.
again, if he doesn't say anything,
But she got
at
no
the press
precursors.
conference, we'll never fucking
Nothing
know.
was-
you know, like
Nothing was
that.
going to happen.
And
Like-
that did not help her
That
chances.
doesn't
No, it
help.
did not.
No.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But when you've got a movie that's not as like, you know, that's going to be a little challenging, then you got the director being like, "Ooh, what? Let me look up what he's all about." You know what I mean? Like it's a little bit like that. But she's our winner, and she's the only
Yes, she
one.
should be.
That's like an
Yeah,
of
Kiki.
the actors that have been outliers. So
Absolutely right.
absolutely the right winner here. All right, Eric Anderson,
Yeah.
director.
One of my favorite parts about the nominations announcement was Tom Chirac absolutely butchering any like non-English language basic
bad.
ass name. So having said that, we have Michelle Hazanavicius for the artist, and I only say that for the memory of Tom Chirac, absolute dildo. And the other nominees were Alexander Payne for The Descendants, Martin Scorsese for Hugo, Woody Allen for Midnight in Paris, and Terrence Malick for The Tree of Life, which did get that eye roll from Tom Chirac. Do you get the vibe that I kind of hate this guy?
As you should.
Really?
I
I
hate
haven't
him.
noticed. No.
Yeah,
Been very
it's really
subtle about
just-
your-
I actually heard you had
Very-
Thanksgiving with them that year, which was
very-
crazy.
Oh my god!
Well, we can get rid of Woody Allen,
Yeah.
I would.
and then I think we could get
Really?
rid of Alexander Payne
Those are the two I was
yes.
going to get rid of.
Two
Yeah.
very easily to get rid of. Yeah.
because, like, say what you want about the artist, at least like,
I think The Artist is a very well directed movie.
well, very well directed, technical achievement, you know, whatever, you know.
Okay.
And then
Fine,
like
whatever.
Martin Scorsese's there, and
Wait a minute.
Wow!
and
Don't get rid of Marty.
We're not getting rid of Marty. There's no way.
I wouldn't dump Scorsese.
No, I think
He's
I'm
not in
gonna
my
say
personal
this.
lineup,
I'm
but
not
he's
getting
fine.
rid of Martin Scorsese, maybe ever.
Alan and Payne are
Yeah,
very
right.
easily the two to
Yeah.
get rid of. Here.
Those are the two.
I don't know.
I can
get-
agree with that.
Yeah.
I could get rid of
No?
3, but I guess.
As long as it's not Malick and Scorsese, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, obviously that would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My vote would be has
No.
How about
One more time, Mark.
Michael.
Has an
artist?
Odysseus?
Clear your throat, Mark.
The artist guy.
Yeah.
The artist
That's Frenchie.
guy and the Descendants guy.
Okay.
That would be my vote. But I'm okay with
Okay.
Woody Allen.
I would also co-sign to those two.
Well, thank you, Eric. We already did that, but thank you for
I think-
that extended.
Oh,
think
yeah,
we
okay.
lost.
I wasn't paying attention.
Of course you weren't, because you weren't speaking. Best director. Let's name some names. Let's
we
name some
just
names.
talked
girl.
about him. Lars von Trier for Melancholia.
Marilyn Collier.
Marilyn Collier.
I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Wow.
Keep it in.
I really
Now,
don't know
see,
where that came
he
from.
should have done the
Melancholia with Marilyn Monroe.
Look,
Oh my God.
Melancholia, that would have been an Oscar-winning role
Yeah.
for Michelle Williams right there. Let's
Let's
or
be
Anna
real.
de Armas. Who cares?
Oh no!
That would be a great title for a Marilyn biopic. I love that.
Or like a
Yeah.
drag show with
I'm
Marilyn
gonna
Collier.
trademark
Yeah.
that. I should register that right now.
Do it quick.
Yeah.
The two that I would vote for Nicholas Winding Refn for Drive and Bennett Miller for Moneyball.
Nicholas Winding Refn, absolutely.
Oh, I forgot that he didn't get in. That's right.
Yeah,
Bennett
Miller
Miller,
was
yeah.
there for me.
And then he gets in for Foxcatcher and not the film. It's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
This world is crazy.
He has the strangest Oscar history of any
Yeah.
director in the modern
David
era.
Fincher for me. Dragon Tattoo. Andrew Haig. Weekend.
Oh God, Andrew Haig, yes.
Andrew Haig was on my list as well.
Yeah, that's.
We did get him in for the screenplay though.
Yeah,
so
we
it's a little
did.
less-
So I'm.
But at
Having
least
back off a little bit, but like
he provides
yes.
a very different storytelling approach than any of the other nominees.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Like I said, the intimacy that he creates in that movie, I think, is really down to his
Incredible.
direction, and he absolutely would be on my list
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah,
Thomas Alfredson for Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
nice.
One, two.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stump for him. Because I know no one's going to. What Brad Bird does with Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, some of the
Yes.
direction of that series, the Burj Khalifa scene alone
Yeah.
should be considered. And I'm going to say it because no one else is going to. And this is for Sophia Simonello because this is her favorite franchise. On a technical level, the action
what you're
set
gonna
pieces for Fast Five are truly fucking amazing. And the bank heist scene with the cars alone is better than fucking anything in The Artist. It's better than anything in half of these movies. I would watch that on a fucking loop before I even watch War Horse ever again in my life. Like, there's no fucking way that's ever happened. And
Well, if you're going to throw that out into the mix, then I
Do
would
it.
absolutely throw the Russo brothers for the Winter Soldier because the elevator scene that wipes the floor with anything.
well, the
Fast-
Winter
any Fast and
Soldier
Furious.
is not this year. It's
Oh
the
wait!
first
Oh, this is the
Avenger.
first one. Oh, then never mind.
Yeah.
Then. Fuck that. movie.
What are we doing here?
Yeah,
I don't
we're
know.
not.
I
doing
can't
that.
We
even.
have-
We've
see-
lost.
We
We've
have
lost the
steered so
I have
far from
lost the
God's
plot.
life.
I would
right
nominate
now.
Justin Lin for Fast Five over Nicholas Winding Refn.
Please
Okay.
stop.
Fuck
Wow.
that.
No.
I
Well,
stand in the
no.
William freaking defense of Drive, where it's not that good. It's not a
I'm
masterpiece.
gonna say Wembanyama tweaks a knee because you just said that. That's
Wow.
the promo I'm putting on you. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Eric doesn't even know what that means.
That was
I mean,
that was
like,
a
I know
foreign
what that
language.
means.
That's like
I mean-
that's like Mark watching a separation. What's this?
I like this. I like a separation. Damn it.
All right.
I haven't seen a single Fast and
Alright.
Furious movie, by the way.
Anyway,
Whoa!
it's Nick-
Wait, really?
I
Not
saw
a
the
single
first
one.
one, but I haven't.
You
seen
guys-
the
haven't
seen
one
that one.
since.
The fifth one
They're
is.
some of the worst movies.
Are you fucking kidding me? The fifth one is
Oh.
incredible.
Tokyo Drift is in my top like 5 worst films ever made.
Tokyo Drift is one of the best.
Yeah,
Fast and
Tokyo
Furious
Drift
movies.
rules.
So
I don't know what
no.
you're talking
Oh,
about.
It is.
But anyway, seriously though,
Absolutely not.
Brad Bird would consider FY7.
Brad Bird,
D. Reese for
absolutely.
Pariah was on my list.
The
Reese
whiplash
didn't
that's
have
happening
any-
right now,
Yeah.
I can barely
I can't.
like.
I know.
Why
Deal
don't
with.
we all just name 2 and move on? Everybody name 2, and then we vote.
Oh my god,
This is getting silly.
Justin Lin and D. Reese. Let's do
Oh
it.
my God.
What in the
Well, I also
world? This
felt
is
like
crazy.
we needed to name a woman in the best director lineup too.
Gavin O'Connor for Warrior.
Not a woman.
Again,
Not a woman.
the
Famously.
winner.
I don't give a shit. I'm
Not a
naming
woman.
good directors. I'm sorry. I
Not a
don't give
woman.
I know, but
Don't
I'm
look
just
at-
saying
don't look
there
at
were
me.
women too.
No, we're not going to get it from Mark. Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
What?
Did a woman even
Woman.
direct a movie in 2011? Were they allowed to?
Well,
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
one directed The Iron Lady.
Yeah.
Technically,
Oh,
that
that's
is also
okay.
true.
Put her up for
God.
consideration.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait, did anybody say Steve
There you
McQueen for shame?
No,
Not yet.
No.
No,
Oh,
We should
so
thank him
I
for
was the
his
first-
service,
So I was the
honestly.
first one to put up a person of color on the board. Okay. Oh, and Josh with D. Reese, I guess. There you
Wow.
go.
Little,
Who
little
else?
pat,
yeah,
up, pat
a
on the
black
back
gay
for
lesbian.
yourself
I mean,
there.
D. Reese checks all those boxes.
There you go. Paul
Yep.
Feig for Bridesmaids.
Okay, sure.
Pedro Almodovar's gonna live in. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Oscar Farhadi, A Separation.
See, there you go.
Lynn Ramsey.
I'm
We
ready.
need to talk
Lynn
about
Ramsey.
that.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm
woman.
ready
That's okay. Steven Soderbergh
I'm
for
ready to
Contagion.
I'm ready to vote.
Wow, the Contagion love
enough.
continues.
It's
Nah,
it's a
I'm not-
disease.
It certainly is.
You ready to vote, Mark?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, let's vote.
Say your
That's
say
enough.
your
That's
say your
enough, guys.
piece. All right, say your piece.
I'm going Drive and Moneyball.
All right, Josh.
I think I'm also saying Drive and Moneyball.
Dan.
Drive and Melancholia.
All right, Erik.
Oh my god. Andrew Haig and Lars von Trier.
I'm gonna go Brad Bird and David Fincher,
Oh my gosh.
and just go completely different than any of you people.
Wow.
I
Good.
think it's Drive and Moneyball then.
Actually, I would go Brad
Definitely
Bird
Drive, I
and
think.
Steve McQueen. That's actually who I would go with.
No, because there's two for. Wait, is there 3 for
Drive
Moneyball?
is definitely in.
Drive's in.
Yeah, Drive
Drive had 3. Drive
And then-
had 3. Moneyball had 2.
Did everybody else just get
And
one?
Melancholia has
No.
2.
Oh, Melancholia did.
Oh,
okay. So who?
Okay.
So who
Well,
did? Who
but
did
I would
vote
put-
for Drive?
I didn't
didn't
vote for
Drive
Drive.
I didn't vote for
No, I'm
either
sorry.
of them.
No. Who
Any
didn't
of
vote for Moneyball? Moneyball or Melancholia?
I didn't.
Because
I
those
didn't
people
vote for
would be
either of those.
tiebreakers.
Ryan didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't vote
Okay,
for
You have
either.
to make the time.
Yeah,
You would be
but
the
my-
tiebreaker between.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I'm
easy.
a-
I know where,
yeah, I'm
I
gonna
know where
put-
this is going.
I'm gonna put Bennett Miller in because he didn't
Yeah,
say
that's-
stupid shit. I can. Yeah.
Fucking nope.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Holding it against him still, Ryan. Wow.
Hey,
That-
you want to defend the
Again
comments,
with the-
Dan?
Again with the woke agenda from Ryan.
You know what?
I mean, if you're gonna hold it against anybody, you hold
Listen,
it against the guy who said
nothing's more American than baseball, people.
it. That's right. I love it.
Wow.
Like, I'm not complaining. Bennett Miller does a fantastic job directing.
Yeah.
Moneyball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's great.
And
Sure.
sorry, Josh,
Right.
I'm going to say this, but he deserved a nomination for this over Foxcatcher. So
Well,
I would say he deserved best director nominations for all 3 movies.
when is he going to make another movie?
Well, we found out information about him that I'm less excited about. Whatever he's
Oh.
got coming down the pike. So
Oh, is it
Whoa.
bad?
remember, it's the AI stuff that he's into now.
Oh,
oh.
fuck. Well,
see, there's
Yeah.
your guy, Ryan. There's
yeah,
your guy.
that made me less
yeah,
excited
you guys
about
want
something in the future.
AI, Lars von Trier. It's like terrible choices. I gave
We'll have
you
those
other
first 3
things
movies. That's
that
fine.
I wanted
I'll go
other
with
than that. I said David Fincher, Steve McQueen, and Brad Bird. You guys all went that route. Don't start. Okay, so it's Nicholas Winding Refn. It's Bennett Miller, Martin Scorsese. Mark, you want to give one more stab at the director's name for the artist?
Has a Vanish. Have a Vanish.
It is exactly the way it's spelled. It's pronounced exactly.
I love that. Mark like 4 drinks in.
Yeah.
It's just
That's the best
that's
I
just,
got.
That's just the best thing I've
Hasn't
heard all
a
year.
Yeah.
vicious.
There you
Is that
go.
it? Hasn't a vicious?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
All right. There you go.
it's actually
By
much
a
more
vowel
simple,
mark. Jesus.
much more simple than people like.
Yeah,
try
it
to
really
make it.
is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, that's the
funny.
thing. Everybody tried to make it sound more fancy than
They
it
try to
actually
French
was.
it up, and it's like, no, it's just read it.
It's
you
just
know,
literally
sound
the
it
way
out.
it's spelled. Yeah.
And Terrence
more
Malick
Lawrence could do it.
and Terrence Malick
Terrence
for the Tree of
Malick.
Life.
Yeah.
Eric, your winner.
Terrence Malick.
Mark.
The masterpiece that is Terrence Malick in for Tree of Life, whatever.
Yeah,
don't
there
know
you
what
go.
I'm saying.
Words are hard for you.
I'm
today.
tired after 3 hours of
Um,
arguing with you.
It's Terrence Malick.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Terrence Malick.
Josh, sweep.
Just do it, Josh.
He's not going to. He won't.
Look,
Oh, he's
That's
not going to vote for Terrence
already
Malick.
accepted that Terrence Malick was going to win, and I'm fine with that. I have been on the record before in saying that Malick is not a filmmaker that I particularly respond to. I understand why many people do. I respect him as an artist, but I do personally have trouble fully connecting with his movies because I think that he attacks his films really based on like theme and aesthetics, which is fine, but I have a difficulty getting like a deeper meaning with his movies. So I am gonna unfortunately be very film bro-y and say Nicholas Winding Refn for Drive. Like I do think of this lineup. I love his style of what he attacks with that material, and I think the reason why it works so well is because of his filmmaking. That is what I personally respond to very much. But yeah, I knew that Terrence Malick was winning. That's fine, but my personal pick would be Refn.
He would be my number 2 in this category that
Yeah,
we made.
probably,
Honestly.
probably mine too.
He is doing
Very,
more for
very
his
much
movie
so.
than I think a lot of the other ones are.
Although it does also say a lot that it's still his best movie, and it's only been
Yeah.
a downward turn since then. I don't know how much that says about him as a director. I love Neon Demon. Only God Forgives, absolutely not.
See, I kind of like Only God Forgives, but it is a pure style over substance like movie. Like that,
It's
I
his
fully admit
it's his
that.
Casino for me. But yeah.
Sure.
Well, we just went full Malik mode on that category. So
Hell yeah, we did.
hell yeah.
We're putting that song back in.
Yes.
Get that, make that top 10.
Exactly. Best Picture. The winner was The Artist. The other nominees were The Descendants, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, The Help, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, The Tree of Life, and War Horse, a movie we have barely mentioned today.
For good reason.
Well, it wasn't in categories that we
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any above the line.
so we didn't
I
have to.
know. When
Scored
everybody,
very clear.
what if a
scored very-
war loved a horse?
What if a horse loved war?
What if they found love?
What if a man and a horse
What if a
loved each
boy and his
other?
horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we know how that's going.
No, those internet videos already exist. We don't need to go into that.
No,
Steven
we don't need it.
Spielberg's Equus. You know what I mean? Would have loved to see that.
Oh my god!
What are we taking out?
Wait, how many How many of the 9 do we
One,
go?
2, 3,
Four.
4.
4. Well, obviously, Extremely Loud.
Yes.
Right.
And War Horse.
Descendants.
Yes.
Obvious.
And
I-
the Descendants?
Descendants and
Descendants.
Midnight in Paris.
I would say The Help instead.
I'm not getting rid of Midnight in Paris over The Help.
Yeah, no way.
I have very
Personally.
little allegiance to either one, so if there's more passion to get rid of The Help, that's fine.
6 to 1, half dozen of the other. I don't
Yeah.
I mean, I would get rid of War Horse before I get rid of The Help.
I think we already had said War Horse.
yeah,
we already
Yeah,
said
War Horse is already in the group.
Oh wait, so
Extremely
it's War
Loud,
Horse,
War Horse, Descendants.
Descendants. Okay, and
Yeah.
then the last one is
So basically,
Either-
we're between The Help or Midnight in Paris.
Yeah.
Correct.
And it sounds like there's more passion to get rid of The Help.
I get rid of The Artist.
Midnight is
You kept the director in.
Well, yeah, it's
Right.
because we could only get rid of 2. I can get rid of 4 here.
Yeah, but you're
I'm
really
fine
going
with
to
the
get
artist
rid of the
staying.
artist
I am.
over the
No,
Help.
I'm fine with the artist
And-
staying too.
Yeah.
It's not going
There's-
to win, so
No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
My vote to dump is The Help.
The Help.
yeah.
Okay, so we're keeping The Artist, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, and The Tree of Life.
Yes.
That's a little
Yes.
bit better. That's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Where it's already
I
better.
think that is the top of that category. Yeah.
If that was the final 5 in a year of 5,
we'd be
We
okay.
very well
pretty
could
good
have
place.
been, honestly.
Eric would be like,
It
"This is the
probably
greatest
would have
lineup
been.
ever." Yeah,
No, but that probably would have been pretty close to what it was.
yeah.
Yo, this
I
is
don't
the
know if the
Descendants
health would have
been-
survived.
The Descendants would have been in over Midnight in Paris, I think, probably.
Oh, good point. Yeah, probably.
Mm,
Maybe.
maybe
I don't
over
know. We'll see.
Moneyball.
Midnight in Paris had no acting.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
was a screenplay winner and it got a director.
Oh, well, if we're just talking about what would have been the Oscar 5, it's the 5 movies that won Oscars in this lineup.
Yeah. Probably right. Ugh.
Yeah, sorry. Okay,
All right.
4 movies. Let's name them.
Okay.
Drive.
Yeah.
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids.
A
Bridesmaids.
Separation.
Melancholia.
Weekend.
Weekend.
What about Dragon Tattoo, Tinker Tailor, and Shame?
Exactly. Those are all.
Those
We
are
have
all
a
good.
lot. We have a lot
Yeah.
of
There's lots.
discussion, fighting, and voting
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. So do
Or
we
we
all
can
agree
just
Drive?
do.
Drive.
No.
Drive seems like we've had a lot.
I think
of
Drive is like fully in.
I think Drive and Weekend are
I do
both
too.
in.
We have, but
Well,
we
if the three
we have
of you
so
are
many
voting
choices.
Weekend,
We're
then
not
yes.
just 2. All right.
No, I
need
know,
to
but
write
I-
these down.
Okay, do we wanna
I'd
just
like
say
to
that, like-
knock some no-brainers out? Like
Right.
let's narrow
Like,
the
do
4
people
down
want
to
to
2.
just give their 4 and then
Yeah.
we
Let's.
can
That's probably the
eliminate?
best way to do this.
As long as Ryan's writing them down so that we can keep track of them.
I am writing.
I got.
I'm writing
yeah, me
things
too.
down. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I am
Right.
2 now.
Dan, you want to go first?
Yeah. Oh God. Okay.
You suggested this, people. I'm just
Sure, I can do it. 4. Drive, Weekend, A Separation, and Bridesmaids.
All
It's only
right.
3.
No Melancholia.
No, that's 4.
Oh my god.
Drive,
No,
Weekend, Drive
Oh,
week,
okay.
Drive, Weekend, Separation,
Yeah.
Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Josh.
Drive, Weekend, Pariah, and Dragon Tattoo.
Dragon Tattoo. All right, interesting. Mark Johnson.
Drive, Dragon Tattoo, Tinker Tailor, and Shame.
And what was the second one there, Mark? You said Drive, Shame,
Tattoo.
Dragon Tattoo, and what?
Tinker Tailor.
Tinker
Shame
Tailor.
yeah.
Soldier
Yeah.
Spy. All right, and Eric.
Okay. I know.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to rush you. I just
No,
trying
I'm
to
like
rush you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 titles.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You have to
So
cut 5, 6, 7, and 8.
I have to kill some darlings here. Half of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go off the gut.
Definitely in for me.
Mm-hmm.
Drive,
All right.
Weekend,
Okay.
Melancholia.
Melancholy.
Oh my gosh.
One more.
I know. I really love Josh's Pariah mention. And certainly in this lineup, it would be pretty great. Oh my gosh. And we didn't get Fincher into director, did we?
No, we did not.
No, we didn't.
That's kind of fucked up.
It is kind of fucked up.
You should probably vote for picture then.
Mhm.
I kind of want to because I
Huh?
sort of came in with Dragon Tattoo as like one of my in my brain.
You've
like
kind of
main
we kind of
pushes.
undersold it. Yeah.
So Dragon Tattoo is my 4th.
Okay. Dragon Tattoo.
Oh my God.
I would go Dragon Tattoo. I would go Shame. I would go. Oh man, this is tough. I go Take Shelter,
Oh my God. Yay.
and then I'm riding with it all the way till the end. I'll go with Contagion.
Hey, we have our 4. It's
Okay.
Drive, Dragon Tattoo, Shame, and Weekend. Everything else had 1 vote.
Is it?
Yep, that's correct. Drive is clearly in. Weekend has
Yeah.
3 votes, so that's in. Shame has
2.
2 votes,
2.
and
and Dragon had 4.
Dragon had 4.
Holy cow!
Yeah. So
Sorry,
See how
Bridesmaids.
quick-
sorry, Bridesmaids.
See how
Sorry,
quick,
I feel so bad
Good job,
see how
Mark.
quick and
because it's
beautiful that
obviously a
was,
better
though?
comedy than Midnight in Paris.
Mhm.
So yes, Drive and Weekend though, along with
That makes me
Shame and Dragon Tattoo. Yes, Mark.
That's good.
Thank
I
you
like
for that.
that.
Thank you for that shame. Thank you for that shame vote, Ryan. That was
You're welcome, buddy. It deserves to be in. The Artist, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, The Tree of Life, Drive, Weekend, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and Shame. That is our lineup.
What a great lineup.
We turned
of course.
we turned something really bad into something really good. Dan Bear,
Yeah.
what say you, buddy?
It would have been my vote in 2011, and it would have been my vote in every other year since. And I've looked back on it. The Tree of Life is a goddamn masterpiece.
Josh.
My favorite movie of 2011 is still Weekend. So that's where I'm going to vote.
Mark Johnson.
Like Dan's quote for the poster, goddamn masterpiece for Tree of Life.
Erik Anderson.
Wow, I could do something really chaotic right now.
Like Erik, I know what you're kind of thinking, but
Erik.
I just think you're.
But like,
Do it.
just
But I
delaying
know
the
how it's
inevitable.
going to end,
Yeah.
even if I
You're just
do that.
delaying the inevitable. So
It is, and I love Josh that you picked Weekend. I'm so glad that we were able
It's
to
the
keep
runner-up.
it
Yeah.
afloat
Yes.
as much as we have because it's so deserved. But I don't see how anything would ever be able to replace Tree of Life for me ever.
Yay.
It's the Tree of Life.
I love the love for Tree of Life. This is awesome.
It's one of the best films of the decade.
Yes.
Of its decade, one of the best films of the last 25 years. It's my co-host's favorite film of all time, Jay Ledbetter.
Mm-hmm.
We had a
I'm
great
here just representing. Yeah, that's why Jay being here would have been like, it would have been a Tree of Life sweep across the board.
Damn it, Jay, where were you? God damn it.
We had a great episode on it
Ugh.
on Director Watch last year or the year before, I can't remember. With myself and Erik and Jay, and
It was a great episode,
and it really opened up a lot.
Non-humbly admit,
yeah, and it's a movie that I'm not. I don't know if I can emotionally handle going back to it multiple times like Jay does. He goes to it like anytime he needs to, kind of like recover or cry or think or whatever the case may be. But for me, it is one of those like rewatching it for that episode was beyond seeing it in the theater, which was a completely like big changing event. When you see it a decade apart, it opens up even more as you get older, and that's sort of the brilliance of Malick. I get he's not for everyone, Josh. I totally understand that. There's some of his films after that are completely for nobody, and yet people.
I still haven't seen Song to Song.
Yeah.
Like after To the Wonder and Night of Cups, I was like, I'm
done.
I'm not subjecting myself to this.
Dreamy
again.
Malick. Yes, that's we.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
I liked it. Then Red Line though. I like that one.
Yeah,
that's the one that I'll go to bat for.
Masterpiece. Not my favorite Malick. Mine's still The New World. But this is a very close second. And one of those.
Can I also say something very funny about my experience with The Tree of Life?
Yes,
that
you
I did
may,
see that
Josh.
movie multiple times in theaters. And I remember there were walkouts, obviously, but I found it funny that I saw it twice and people walked out at the exact same moment both times, which is the moment when it flashes back to the beginning of time. That was the moment where at two completely separate audiences, they were like, this is the point of no return. You're either on board or you're not. And it was just so funny that at two separate screenings, people decided that was the moment where they decided we're going to check out and not go with the rest of this movie.
I remember a thing at that time of like theaters posting signs like we will not be offering refunds.
There is no refunds.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy because like it does, like to me, there are like I honestly like the movie like Drive or some other films from this year, like that are, like even Dragon Tattoo. I could understand that movie, like you wanting a refund. Like there's a grisly rape scene in the middle of that movie. Like
That's why she got nominated. Was for that scene.
Yeah.
But really,
yes, it's the horrible male voters that like
Trauma.
seeing women subjugated and in
I get what you're saying.
forms of pain and torture.
Well,
Yeah,
I was thinking
that goes to a
I
whole
was
thing
thinking
about
the-
my feelings about
Not that it's not a
movie
great
versus
performance. It's
the
a great
previous movie,
performance,
but like
too.
I will keep it to myself.
I get okay.
Yeah.
No. I was genuinely asking, Eric. I wasn't.
Yeah, no, I mean that sincerely and not like in a joking way.
I think I saw Dragon Tattoo like three or four times in theaters.
It's fucking A+.
But I watched. But
I love that
to your
movie.
point, Josh, like that movie, I don't know. I think it just, when you watch Tree of Life, that's a movie that just brings up so much that it can be a lot. I think for people to.
Well, you have to be
So-
willing to accept
and-
that movie on the terms that it
Yeah.
is given to you. And
Yeah.
a lot of people, like, it's an art house movie. Like,
Yeah.
let's be real. And
No, I
for a
saw
lot
it
of
in my
people,
local art house.
Very
And it
art
was-
house.
they are not willing to accept that kind of a movie for a general audience. So
Yeah.
it does not surprise me that there were mass walkouts for that film.
Those damn dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs too.
I'm telling you, that's
I
when
love
half
that.
my audience walked out. They couldn't handle
Yeah,
it.
exactly. That
Couldn't
is
take
the
it.
moment.
And I'm like,
I
and I'm just
loved
like-
that part.
I
It was
love that.
it
And I
might
was
have
like
been
bought
the-
in at that point.
the thing that was like, oh, this is like super cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But, I
like
mean,
that's
Yeah.
We-
that is when the movie becomes much more interesting for a lot of people because it expands
Yes.
the scope. But if you're there
Yes.
watching, expecting to see a family period
A
piece
family
drama
drama,
starring Brad
yeah.
Pitt, and then all of a sudden we're back at the beginning of time watching dinosaurs. If you see 3 movies a year, like what the hell am I watching right now?
Exactly. But I mean, we talked at great length on the podcast about this, and I know for Jay and for myself, it was a personal experience that was unshakable, and I still can't because I still have I have a completely estranged relationship with my brothers still, and so I think about that. I think about that movie, and there's sometimes you can't separate yourself from it, even looking at something, trying to look at it objectively and artistically, and sometimes you can't. And we're doing this because we don't have to.
Yeah. I mean,
honestly, I would say something very similar about Weekend to me. Like when I saw that movie, it hit me in a very particular point in my life that it was very resonant. So yeah, I'll even we have that for everybody. So I completely get it why there's an emotional reaction to something like The Tree of Life. I'm jealous I don't have it, So but I totally get it.
I have this.
Happy you don't. be happy you don't have that connection because I think that's with a lot of these films, and not just this year but any year, we're drawn to the films that have some kind of personal connection to us. That's why. Oh, this is bad to say, but I'll just probably stop with that because that's probably bad to admit. I was going to make a connection to shame, but let's not go there. Instead, I'll say the Tree of Life. Like my parents were so much the gentle mother, nurturing, and then my dad was this ferociously fierce, disciplined, scary guy kind of, which I love him. But there was a lot of connection there. They were from Texas. I was born and raised, or not raised, but born into Texas culture and whatnot. So, I think that's what draws us to movies, and what makes us love them is how we can connect to them.
Yeah, I mean,
Tree of
like
Life's probably one of those movies, right?
I mean, Eric, you have that with The Tree of Life. Josh, you have that with Weekend. I clearly have that with Fast and Furious 5, where it just opens up doors for you, man, that you just don't. It's all about family.
I was gonna say I've seen Mark naked. I don't know why he's connecting to Shane.
Because at his lowest point, he went to a gay club and got sucked off. Clearly,
oh my god!
Experience that all straight men have.
Mark, you've gotten that hotel room before, haven't you?
The truth that's coming out today. My goodness,
we're really at the end of the episode now.
Yes, we are.
This is what happens when we spend 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, we are indeed. Mark, can you tell everybody where they can find you and all your work on the internet if we want to find it after all those comments?
You don't want to find. You can find me You can find me talking shit about Obsession on Twitter at Mark Likes Movies, and writing for the Contending and Awards Watch.
Someone's favorite movie of the year. Josh.
Who's?
You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at JR Parham, and you can find all my work at Next Best Picture and Awards Watch.
Dan Bear.
You can find my tweets on Twitter at Danson Dan on Film. You can find other movie-related stuff on Letterboxd at Danson Dan, and you can find my longer form writing at Awards Watch and Next Best Picture.
Erik Anderson.
Yes, awardswatch.com, please and thank you. And my socials are all Awards Watch except for Twitter, which is Awards Watch Erik. And we are into June now, so we're going to have some post-Cannes Oscar predictions to talk about, which is going to be really, really fun to look at my May pre-Cannes predictions and see where I feel like I was maybe on the right track or where I am on a completely different path now.
There you go. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Blue Sky at Ryan McQuade 77. If you like all my work, it's here at awardswatch.com. If you like podcasts, Director Watch Podcast, we're in the middle of our Christopher Nolan movie series. And this week is a big one. This week is our episode on The Dark Knight. Little film. Nobody's really heard about it. That will be released on Thursday. iTunes, Spotify, 5-star reviews are greatly appreciated. While you're on the website, sign up for the newsletter. It's the best place to get all the news, reviews, interviews, podcasts, and you all in one place. If Erik remembers to release it.
I did one last week.
Next week we will be back. We're going to be doing like a review roundup. There's been a lot of stuff that we sort of missed over the last couple of weeks because of Cannes and episodes being off. So we're going to be talking about Obsession. We're going to talk about Backrooms. We're going to talk about Masters of the Universe, Power Ballad, Blue Room, Blue Heron, a bunch of films that we've missed over the last couple of weeks. So kind of a review roundup. I know Josh has signed up for that one. And Josh will talk with me through all those films, and we'll give little reviews and catch up on the world of what's been released as we've all been off here for the last couple of weeks. Thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you all next time.